Williams. Oes na gyfle? O bellter! Wel, mae'n fwy na cyfle, mae'n gol. Mae'n gampus gan Williams. A mae Wilson nawr, cyfle arall I Wilson, am I gol gynta yn uwch gyngrair Cymru. A canlyniad mawr i'r seintiau newydd. Y pencampwyr a Pen-y-bont yn mynd ben unwaith to. Y ddau ucha tymor diwetha, a nhw sydd ar y brig unwaith eto tymor yma. Cynta'n erbyn ail am gêm sydd dan I chi pnawn yma yn fyw ar Sgorio. Croeso I groeso swallt a croeso hefyd i'r cyfaill cyn ymwysod yn Cymru, Malcolm Allen. Croeso, Malcs.
Pleser bob tro.
Gêm bwysig iawn. Triphwynt yw'r bwlch. Mae record nhw mor debyg. Y gwahaniaeth yw'r ffaith bod, fel welon ni, y Seintiau Newydd di ennill ym Pen-y-bont. Pa mor bwysig yw'r gemau yma felly?
Wel, mae hwn yn anfarth enw oherwydd mae gyntaf yn ebyn ail ac ar dechrau hydref, wel, diwedd hydref bron, I Seintiau fe 6 pwynt yn glir. Fel arfer, fel nath ni weld tymor eitha, di tymor ni'n dechrau i'r Seintiau tan diwan mis Tachwedd, neu am dyn Rhagfyr oherwydd Ewrop. Maen nhw allan o Ewrop, felly methiant, cwbl hwnna ar ddechrau tymor, colli llan sawel, y fan hyn, 2 gol I ddim, mae'n sy'n meddwl, beth sy'n digwydd? Yn sydyn, 8 gêm yn ddynol, di curo, felly maen nhw wedi creu momentum, mae yna agwedd penderfynol wrth gwrs, a mae yna rhyw ysbryd gwahanol o gwmpas lle rwan.
Yr hyn sy'n taro chi hefyd yw'r record Pen-y-bont. Maen nhw arediad campus. Y broblem yw, mae'r Seintiau arediad gwell na'r heri'r clybiau yn y gyngred yma.
Ia, dyna di'r ofn, de. Ti'n gwybod, oherwydd, da ni'n gwybod mae y Seintiau ffefrynnau cryf bob blwyddyn, maen nhw llawn amser, ond ti isio rhywun I cadw'r I fynd o leia tan y Nadolig alla tan y toriad, ond Pen-y-bont sydd unig ddau, hein fydd gyntaf gael eto diwedd tymor, fan ni efo'r bwlch sy'n dechrau creu I trydydd safle yna rwan. Felly, bydd hi'n llinell fesur, dwi'n meddwl, I Rhys Griffiths. Dydau dîm yma, dyn nhw'n ildio llawer o goliau. 6 gol maen nhw'n dildio, lleia na neb arall. Felly, mae'n mynd I fod yn gêm gadar, dwi'n meddwl, cryf, yna dacls ffyrnig yn mynd I mewn, gyntaf yn mynd ail. A fi Rhys Griffiths yn dweud fi gêm. O leia, da ni'n mynd I greu argraff yma praw yma. Pa ffordd? Gael I weld.
Gael I weld, gyrch I weld hefyd. Dyna pam ni ma. Ni'n mynd I ystod nôl am mwynhau hon. Gêm ola'r penwthnos. Dyma sydd wedi digwydd yng ngweddill y gemau. Cynniad 2 Holford neithiwr wythnos dda iddyn nhw. Di ennill 2 o'r 3 ola. Ni wedi cael 2 hat-trick pnaw yma gyda llaw. Un o'n nhw mewn llai na 10 munud. Harry Franklin I Gei Conan ennill yn Llansawel o 2 rhythm. Elliot Reeves di taro tair wrth i'r Flint ennill yn ebyn Llanelli. Oedd angen honna ar y Flint. Problemau I Llanelli. Reeves nawr yw prif sgoriwr y gyngrair tymor yma. Y Bari a Caernarfon di bod ar rediad gwael. Dyn nhw'n hapus da'r pwynt. Boi Colwyn o Met di bod ar rediad da. A maen nhw'n cael gêm gyfartal dy gilydd hefyd. A dyna lle ni arni. Adfywiad Llanelli falle di dod ar ben am gyfnod bach ar y ddau ar y brig. Dewch i ni glywed gan Pen-y-bont. Gewn ni glywed gan Mael Davies a rheolwr Rhys Griffiths yn siarad â Mike Davies.
Rhys, it's a highly significant weekend in the Cymru Premier, first versus second. You're on an excellent run, 7 games unbeaten, but have you been at your best?
For spells, certainly, well, Caernarfon away was very difficult conditions, but I thought we were good that day. But we haven't had a full squad to pick from yet, and certainly I think there's more to come from the team. But if you'd said to me after 12 games we'd be second, I would have taken that, so quite happy.
Mael, trydydd gêm mewn 9 diwrnod, beth yw'r teimlad yn y garfan cyn gêm fwyaf tymor?
Llawn hyder I gweud y gwir. Ni wedi cael cwpl o canlyniadau da. Nos Fawrth yn dod nôl o gol I lawr yn erbyn Hwlffordd I cael y buddigoliaeth. Oedd hwnna'n enfawr I ni yn dymewn I heddi. Felly gobeithio heddi mewn i'r gêm a gobeithio am 3 pwynt arall.
We've got, I think, 13 or 14 senior players fit at the moment, so I can't change much around. I'm certainly not going to go and sit on the edge of our box just because we've expended energy on a Tuesday night. We've just got to do what we normally do and hopefully we've got the fitness to see it through.
Fi'n credu gyda'r experience gyda ni yn y tîm, ni'n ffindio ffordd I ennill gemau. Mae falle os ni'n gallu cael perfformiad heddi gyda'r canlyniad, bydd yn diwrnod da I ni.
You were full of praise on Tuesday as well for the performances of Crawl and Kirkhoff and Armstrong. What a wonderful stage for those young players to play on today.
Yeah, well, Luke in goals, I think there's more people watching now. I think he's probably caught the eye of Matty Jones, the Wales under-21s manager. He's involved in that setup already. Is he worthy of a start? I think after Tuesday he probably is. If he can do well today, I don't want to jinx him, but if he can do well today, hopefully he'll get a bit more sort of opportunity to actually play for them.
Nawr, os ti ddathlu dy ben blwydd o yn 27, bydde buddigoliaeth heddi a 3 phwynt, bydde'r anreg orau?
Y rannau gorau posibl. Ges ddim un ddo. Falle bydde un anreg yn un eitha neis.
Mael Davies, diolch yn fawr iawn, pob lwc.
OK, diolch Mike.
Pen bydd apus i mael, dwi'n 27 yw e. Babyface, war y teg, i mael. Pen-y-bont, cyn ymwysodwr Marks, beth am James Crowell, Rhys Griffiths wedi bod yn canmol e. Cyn dangos yn sgorio gol, eisiau dangos i record tymor yma, achos mae wedi cael ei ddanfon o'r cae, a mae wedi cael ei wahardd am gasglu cerdiau melyn. Rhys Griffiths yn gweud, mae fe yw'r gorau yn y gyngrair when he's on it. A fi'n cymryd bod yn ystyried when he's on the pitch hefyd o ran hynny.
Dwi'n bell. So mae gen fod potensial i fod yn gorau. Dwi'n gwybod mae'r seintiau newydd wedi bod yn cynnig rhyw i fi bach arian amdano fo, ond ti'n edrych at tymor dwytha, dyma'r gyntaf llawn o a sgorio gymaint o goliau. Prif sgorio yn y gyngrair, efo Louis Lloyd o Caernarfon. A rwan ti wedi bod o dechrau, sa fo'n chwarae mwy o gema oherwydd i record disgobliedig.
Dwi'n poeni ti?
Mae'n byd bach, oherwydd ifanc ydi o, mae'n naif, ond mae'n rhaid fod jyst cael geg weithiau. A oherwydd mae wedi bod yn Gaerdydd gael gwared efo oherwydd ella un neu ddau o'r syma disgobliedig. Ond beth dwi'n dweud am hyn ydy, mae'n rhaid fod dyfu fyny, yn sydyn. Mae'n profi pwynt, mae'n dangos cymeriad i profi pobl yn anghywir yn Gaerdydd wrth wneud beth mae'n wneud ar y llwyfan yma. Felly heddiw, ffenast iddo fo really disgleirio.
O ganol wythnos, o'n nhw'n colli yn erbyn Holford, taro'n ôl i ennill, drychwch ar y gol yma, Crowell yn sgorio, mae'n bas anel gan kick-off yn enni ddechrau na. Beth am y gol yma?
Oce, y gol yn y bas, na ni sôn mewn 2 munud, ond di'r cyffyrddiad gyda bob yn sôn wrtho fi am bod o'n ardderchog. Wel, really? Mae cyffyrddiad fo'i droed chwith, ond sy'n rhaid o godi ben, mae'n gwybod lle mae'r golwr. Edrych ar cyffyrddiad, mae'n stuck, mae'n cwsin ar ei droed o, mae'n tynnu o ddiwrth y golwr, felly mae'n ongl i byd bach yna nifir, ond mae o yn gwybod yn union sydd wedi addasu draed y sydyn i sgorio, yn gwybod yn union lle i reiti. A mae hynna'n dangos gref bach naturiol o rywun sy'n medru sgorio goliau. A mae gen i fo'r agwedd i sgorio mwy.
Braf gol kick-off hefyd yn ei chanol i. Mae'n dipyn o chrwyr. Gath e'r gol arall. Canlyniad pwysig, achos mae'r Saintiau yn ennill bron pob gêm. Wel, pob gêm ar y rediad diweddar. Maen nhw'n neud yn dda hefyd. Ond Jordan Williams yw'r un sy'n cael y goliau iddyn nhw. Mae'n dipyn o ras o'n y prif sgoriwr ar un o bryd. Ond sy'n ni mae Williams falle fe sy'n trwy'r canol o ben i'n deall.
Wel, ia, hyrwydd y pres maen nhw wedi rhoi am Ben Wilson wrth gwrs. Ond ti'n edrych ar Jordan, mae'n medru sgorio bob math o goliau. Mae'n dod ti mewn i ddyn, mae'n adio rhaid chwith. A mae'n camser i godi ben. Mae'n rhaid i amddiffyn nhw'n neud y well. Mae'n just twyllo i fynd efo'i droed de, a mae'n medru cicio fo'r ddwy droed. Does am bwys, un beth am Jordan, mae'n gryfdar o, ti'n gwybod, mae'n mynd ar dde, ar y chwith, sbion, just ar ei fron. A dyna di'r hyder pan ti'n sgorio. Mae'n sgorio un, mae'r goliau mynd y bwyd, ti'n sgorio, golio bob wythnos, ond mae'n mynd i gael y cyfleon yma yn y Seintiau newydd. Bydd wrth i fod, dwi'n siŵr o'r gol yma, mae'n sy'n syml di ond hei, come on, dwi wrth y modd efo hyn i fyd. Dwi'n just dweud, Jordan Williams, well gyda fi falle'n ar asgyll, ond ar y funud mae rhaid fo chwarae fel ymysodwr, oherwydd gyda Seintiau newydd ddim ymysodwr sy'n sefyll fel rhif 9 ar y funud.
Mae'n mynd yn ddifur rhwng amddiffyn cadan Pen-y-bont, symudiadau slic y Seintiau newydd. Mae'n addo bod yn dipyn o gêm fan hyn yng Nghroes Oswallt. Ni wedi clywed gan Pen-y-bont, dewch i ni glywed gan y Seintiau newydd nesa. Dominic Cones wedi bod yn siarad gyda Mike a Craig Harrison y rheolwr.
Craig, your team is back on top of the Cymru Premier on a fabulous run, 12 games unbeaten, 8 wins in a row. Your team and yourself must be full of confidence ahead of today's game.
Yes, well, obviously winning games, winning regular breeds confidence, doesn't it? So, yes, we had a little bit of a sticky start of the season, should we say, but it was only that one game against Britain Ferry at home, which we're really disappointed, and thankfully that's in the distant past, and we just got to make sure that we keep this run going, and no complacency creeps in.
I think we've been playing really well as a team, as the results are showing. So, we always want to go into the game as favourites, so yeah, tonight's just another one of them games.
They've got lots of strengths. They're a good team. They've got lots of experience. We've got lots of individual players, and they've got the experience of a manager that's done a fantastic job with them over the last X amount of years. Going all the way back to getting them promoted, then get qualifying for Europe for the last few years. So from that point of view, we know it's going to be a tough game, which it always is.
I'm fully settled now. I think it, as normal, would take a few games. We had obviously a couple in Europe. And a couple in the league, but like you say, now the results, they're going really well. So yeah, I think I've settled in, so have all the other new lads as well.
And every player we signed in the summer was 23 under, so it was really important that we brought a bit more the age down, as well as a bit more future to the football club, because not only do we need to win football games, but we also have to have assets in the future at the football club.
When you and I worked together on the Caernarfon Pen-y-bont win,
yeah.
you were full of praise for James Crawl. You're a big admirer, aren't you?
Very much so, very much so. I think he's a top player, and you know, in all honesty, he's, you know, he probably should have maybe stayed at Cardiff longer than what he did and got the opportunity there, because you know he's got every facet you need to be a top striker modern day. And you know, you see the goal in midweek and it's out of nothing, long ball over the top, fantastic touch, great finish. He scored one like that against us at Pen-y-bont last season. So yeah, I'm a big admirer. Let's hope he has a bad day today.
Craig Harrison, diolch yn fawr iawn. Thank you very
Mae'n
much.
braf cael rheolwyr gonest yn Dewi. James Crawl yn cael sylw gyda llaw. Dwi'n sôn fyna falle bod wedi cael ei ryddhau gan Gaerdydd. Be ni'n deall hefyd, fe nath ddewis adael y clwb mwyn herio hun. Mae fe'n gwneud hynny'n uwch gyngor Cymru ar hyn o bryd. Cyntaf yn erbyn ail, yn aros yn amyneddgar i ddod i'r cae, ac yn aros yn amyneddgar hefyd. Mae'n tîmau sylwebu, steddwch nôl, mwynhewch y gêm fyw yma o uwch gyngor Cymru JD.
Good afternoon and welcome to Park Hall in Oswestry for the Cymru Premier League's match of the day. As top of the league, TNS plays second place Pen-y-bont. Both teams are on superb runs of form of late, which should provide a Sgorio special in the next 90 minutes. Third place Caernarfon drawing at Barry this afternoon. Anything Pen-y-bont can earn from today's game could be vital to Rhys Griffiths and Pen-y-bont in their quest to stay in touch with TNS. Alongside me this afternoon, ex-Aberystwyth, Sean Meredith. Good afternoon, Sean. Great game in prospect.
Yeah, it's all teed up nicely after the midweek results, Mark. You know, Pen-y-bont coming back against Haverford West. Obviously, they needed 3 points to stay in touch with TNS. So, yeah, looking forward to the game. I still think, you know, if you look at both squads, possibly TNS is stronger, maybe off the bench. They may be able to change the game, but certainly, hopefully, for a very competitive game.
Definitely. The run of they're the only two teams at present, Sean, obviously, with their places in the table first and second, that have hit consistency. Maybe Connor's Key coming out of the pack today. There's the teams in front of us.
Yeah, just the two changes to the new Saints from the midweek win. Clark will come in and Williams on the left. Pen-y-bont, they'll start with the same 11, the trusted 11. Chris Venables, he's played against TNS. This is the club he's played most against during his Welsh Premier career. He's played 58 times against the new Saints, so he certainly knows them. In terms of the shape, Davis gives a bit of settlement to the new Saints. It also allows Redmond to play his favoured provision in midfield, and then obviously Williams will run the number 9 position.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see whether Isaac Jeffries on loan from Cardiff City or Jordan Williams plays up top. They could interact that, I think, Sean, between left wing and centre forward. There's the Pen-y-bont team who are on a great run of the form at the moment. Luke Armstrong in goals, back three performing well, not giving goals away at present. Little, Woodywis and Kirkhoff.
Yeah, especially when you take into consideration the age. Armstrong, Kirkhoff and Woodys, you know, they're Armstrong 19, the two centre halves then are 21 and 22, so they're pretty young. This is Jeffries, as you said, Mark, who's come in from Cardiff this summer. Still looking for his first goal in the Welsh Premier. This is his second start, obviously. And Kirkhoff, we've mentioned quite a bit about him at the start of the programme. A cracking pass midweek that set up that goal for Kroll.
I think, Sean, if I were on till halfway through October player of the season so far, there's Ryan Kenny, the referee, a very decent referee. Kirkhoff would be right up the top in the poll of player of the season so far. Am I going a bit too far with that?
I was just about to say he's comfortable on both feet. We saw him in the warm-up there. You know, he's just a complete all-rounder at the moment, and you're looking at him possibly as the next one who can play at a higher level potentially.
Because most centre-halves especially, Sean, is that free kick that is becoming common in the game. Can you still work it out, Sean?
Bit of a touch finder, isn't it, Mark? You know, it's I think it's just one of them. Let's put the possession deep into the half of TNS and play from there. But yeah, it's certainly popular in Welsh Prem at the moment.
It is. I was just wondering whether anybody from the WRU would come across.
I think they've got plenty on their hands at the moment.
Yeah. Well, it's not the worst start in the world because they're keeping them down in that area, and when you're playing teams of the quality of TNS. That's the first foul of the afternoon. James Crowell just leaving a slightly late one on Danny Davis.
Yeah, he's got to be careful as well, isn't he? You know, he's been sent off a few times already this season. He needs to be careful, especially this early in the game.
Danny Davis back fully fit for TNS is such...
That's huge.
Oh,
that is huge, yeah.
Sean is...
Because, as I said, you know, it allows Redmond to play in his favourite position in midfield. I know he'll do a job for you at left back, but he's wasted then when he's not in midfield, being able to maintain possession and whatnot.
It's a great clearance by Luke Armstrong. That is a wonderful clearance. If you're kicking a ball like that, I mean, he's just kicked that 70 or 80 yards. Ben Clark looking to be keen in midfield against his ex-teammate Ashley Baker there. Kirchhoff. Back to Armstrong. I don't see any... well, since the first minute, it's still very soon, Sean. It's only a minute and a half of the game gone. But it looks like to me the Pen-y-bont are intending to come here and try and press TNS a bit, which is nice to see. There's none of this 10 behind the ball low block material, which I think is encouraging to see, to make a better game.
Yeah, sometimes, you know,
for the viewer anyway, Sean.
Absolutely, yeah. And you listen to managers' interviews, that's exactly what Rhys Griffiths said, but sometimes a bit of bluff in what they say sometimes. But certainly they've come out, they're looking to play a high line with TNS as well, not sit back, as you mentioned, Mark.
Miles Davis, great header. Is he onside here? He is onside. It's Nathan Wood.
No one in the box.
Nobody in the box. Just never had that take him. Oh, it's a big chance here. Is it Venables? What a save that is. Venables brought it down, and you would expect someone of Venables' ability. Well, he did get it on target. I don't know whether you could do a lot more. It may be a bit harsh there in the first couple of minutes, but it's a brilliant save from the goalkeeper Shepherd. And what a ball.
Yeah, great ball. What he does well is just hold the play until there's numbers in the box, and Venables takes that touch.
Short corner, catching everybody out. The header in from Crowell, but it's a bright start, and it's a start what very easily could have given him the lead by now, Sean.
Yeah, this is a ball by Wood. It's a great ball to the back post, and Venables does what he does. You know, he takes it on the breast, takes it down perfectly, does everything right, Chris Venables, in my opinion. It's just a great save at the end of the day. Yes, the angle is tight. You've seen Venables score so many of these during his career, but that's credit to TNS, because there was a man on the line as well, should the keeper not save it.
Take your hat off to the young goalkeeper, Nathan Shepherd, 25 years of age, ex-Swansea and Queen's Park Rangers, and that save was of a level which wouldn't be out of place at either of those clubs. Great start to the game, first couple of minutes, 3 minutes. Dan Williams, who's been enjoying life as a right wing back in the last 6 or 7 games. Redmond, it's a great steal by Nathan Wood, who looks up for it. Venables just picked the wrong pass there, Venables. They're playing a diamond, Sean, in front of us. I think Ash Baker's playing as the holder, Clayton Green and Venables as the right and left, and Nathan Wood, or Venables, playing as the 10. You'll do well to keep this in. Armstrong, he's being pressed.
He could have picked that up. He's worried that that's a back pass. In my opinion, he could have picked that up.
Yeah. Well, he opted not to take the chance, Sean, and he's just got away with it, to be honest. Williams. Brobble wanting a free kick from Woody Wiss. Woody Wiss, I should imagine, will tag Brobble. He's more out of the back three. He's more of the marker than Kirchhoff or the veteran Mark Little. There's Craig Harrison in view.
Yeah, just going back to your diamond formation quote there, I think you're right. Pen-y-bont have matched them. They've gone man-to-man more or less with TNS, so they're going to match the diamond of Corness, Redmond and Clark. I think it's a good shout by Rhys Griffiths.
Yeah, and the likes of, I know personally that the likes of Clayton Green will lap that up. If Griffiths has given him a job to say go and mark somebody and look after him, he's the type of player who will lap that up. Great flick. Wood, and he put pressure on the goalkeeper, Shepherd. Oh, so not the worst ball. Kirchhoff just brings it down. gets the pass away. Kane Owen. Owen. Green. Dan Williams strong in the tackle. Baker. Could be the first yellow of the game here. He's gone for the yellow. The other TNS are asking for it. How many times has that happened, Sean, playing against your old club? First yellow in the book is Ash Baker, and here it is.
He's turned back in on himself because there's no options, but he's 2-on-1, and he just leaves the studs there on Clark, and he's a bit high. It's one of those nasty ones where you're on the top of your foot.
Yeah, I have to agree, Sean. That second time I'm looking at it, I mean, you're talking European football, that's bordering on an orange, you know, orange towards red, but it's a yellow, so Baker in the position he's in has to be very careful. Centre midfielder, you don't want a yellow card in the first 6 minutes, Sean. Brobble. It's a great header away by Woody. With Redmond puts it back in. Venables. Maguire. He's onside as well. The head tennis was won by TNS. Brobble. Green stands him up. Cornish tries to whip it in. The one Cornish, by the way, was Isaac Jeffries with his first touch just in front of goal. Bodenham. Williams can come off that flank, Sean, from wing back and just drop in as a centre midfielder, I think, as he's started to do already.
Yeah, he's clever enough, and he's a midfield player by trade, but he'll certainly look if there's opportunities and if there's space that he can attack as a right wing back. He'll be clever enough to see those opportunities when they arise.
I mean, it's a much higher level, I know, Sean, but I think that's the type of thing that PSG did all year last year. They sent their fullbacks forward on into midfield road, and obviously coaching things just they catch on, don't they?
Yeah, it's a trend, isn't it?
Just as much as the long throw and the so-called long ball is back in fashion.
Everything's a circle in the market.
Yeah, definitely. But how important is this, especially to Pen-y-bont today, Sean, with Caernarfon drawing at Barry? I mean, a point today, I think, for Pen-y-bont would be you start to go almost 2 games points advantage in front of the team behind you. And second, as we all know, we've been watching this league for long enough. If you're not going to win it, second is almost like winning the league in this league behind TNS.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. And it's important for the league as well that you have a competitive second team or third team. Okay, Caernarfon have dropped off a bit with results of late, but you want a competitive league and you want Pen-y-bont to stay in the race as long as they can.
Venables. Touched by Kroll. Offside flag given. TNS and Craig Harrison, it's easy for us to quote how good they've been in the past, but what a great comeback he's made. They had a bit of a start, not the greatest of starts, but his team are flying at the moment, and you've got to give credit where credit's due, even if they are the regular winners of the title.
Yeah, and it is a bit of a season of transition, I guess. 10 new players coming in, young players coming in at the start of the season, so you've got experience leaving the squad, and then new players coming in, finding their feet at this level and at this league.
Redmond will play in that holding role and conduct affairs. Brobble. Danny Davis pushes forward, whips it across the front. Davis. Kane Owen gets the first header. Kirkhoff clears the lines. There's an important header from Owen. It's a great pace about the game, definitely, Sean. Nathan Wood. We get the free kick. Go back 3 or 4 years, Sean. I can remember Nathan Wood having a wonderful breakaway against TNS and scoring one from about 30 yards. So he has good memories of Park Hall.
Yeah, he does well here, Wood, as well, because not for the first time, there's no options because the play has been so quick. Pen-y-bont players aren't able to come up with him, so he's done well just to keep the ball there and earn the right for a free kick that Kane Owen will whip in now.
It's a high line, 7 or 8 yards outside the penalty box, but Owen will stick it into the back post. Free header, Kirkhoff just knocks it back across. I think he's in two minds, Sean, whether to have a go or knock it back across.
I think it was a cushioned header. I think it was right. He just needed a willing runner to attack it and take the gamble, if you like. But okay, it may be a bit close to the goalkeeper, but his intent was right. He wasn't going for goal there.
No,
he wasn't going for goal.
Could he have?
No.
Okay.
Not being that far out, and there wasn't enough pace on the cross.
Isaac Jeffries up against Mark Little. Great ball in from Jeffries. The header is by one of the league's top scorers, Jordan Williams. There's a clash there for you, Sean. Who is that header?
Yeah, here's the opportunity. You can see what he's trying to do, just cushion it back into that area.
He does cushion it into a fine area, by the way.
As I was saying, you just need a willing runner. Just need a willing runner. I think Little was the other centre-half, his partner, who was up there as well.
There's Rhys Griffiths looking on. Would that be one of the clashes of the afternoon for you, Sean? Young Isaac Jeffries, 21 years of age, on loan from Cardiff City, up against Mark Little, who's played for the likes, 37-year-old Mark Little, who's played for the likes of Wolves, Bristol Rovers, and about 7 or 8 other clubs. That's a fine battle, that one to look forward to.
Yep. Gives a bit of what's the word I'm looking for?
Shall we say difference?
Experience.
At
the back.
Experience. Oh, he's in. Great ball. Clark pulls it back across. That's a wonderful intervention from Woody Wiss. I don't think you can underrate that.
Yeah, Williams is free in the middle here. It's great play down the right. And he does the right thing here, Clark. Just tries to pull it back to Williams. But the defence, you've got to give credit to Pen-y-bont coming back in numbers.
Dan Williams playing as a right wing back against Kane Owen. Williams, I think Kane Owen will stay in against TNS as the 5. Williams will gallop all afternoon, I think, and try and take him on. Could be a good battle, that one as well. There's good battles all over the park today. Venables, great header away. Clark. Just whip back in, goalkeeper stays. Danny Davis, does he get the opener? Davis doesn't get the opener, but top scorer in the league, Jordan Davis does, and gets his 9th goal of the season. After 12 minutes at Park Hall, Jordan Williams opens the scoring. TNS 1, Pen-y-bont 0.
Yeah, they've been knocking on the door, haven't they? The opportunity just before that just opened Pen-y-bont up, and it's a bit of mix-up, in my opinion, from Pen-y-bont. It's a good clearance initially, and then they just get caught napping a bit at the back, in my opinion.
Didn't get out quick enough, Sean?
Well, you know, Venables is doing the centre-half job there. You've got to question where your centre-half's on the run there. Gets a bit lucky, you know, parries it into the feet of Williams.
I tell you who's unlucky, Sean, the goalkeeper, because the first save is a miraculous save. That looks like going in, and that's a brilliant save.
Yeah, the only thing he does is parry it back into danger. It's very difficult. It comes at him very quick. So, you know, I'm putting nothing away from him here, but just puts that ball back into the danger area. But for me, there's got to be a question mark there where just Venables is doing the centre-half job.
Jordan Williams has played the last couple of years and hasn't had this sort of goal-scoring spell. It just goes to show, when you're on form, when you're scoring goals, Sean, you take them gambles to get in them goal-scoring areas. Would you agree?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. And sometimes you play, as you say, playing in that position, you're running from late or from deep, so you don't get picked up. It can be an advantage thing, you know. If you're playing that number 9 on your own, it's it can be very lonesome.
I think the ball in, was from Dominic Corness with his right or wrong foot, but it was a wonderful ball which split the defence. So the early pressure was from Pen-y-bont. The early goal is from TNS. Game on.
That's a soft corner to give away there.
He's headed at Miles, but it's gone behind. Noah Daly. Just most probably texting a couple of his mates to say, I'm not playing because I'm injured. Which is a big miss. Griffiths looks on. Can Pen-y-bont make an early reply? Owen will ask a question with his corner taking ability. Whips it underneath. Little gets a header and is bundled over by a defender. There's a free header on the far post. They look to be causing problems from set plays.
Well, they will, won't they? You know, especially with the quality of this man. You know where he's all about. He's on the money every time he takes a free kick or a corner.
I think it hits Danny Williams on the head and just goes over.
Yeah, it's a corner from the right now, which Wood will take, I think. Not quite.
Not the greatest corner. They'll have to start again. Everybody back for TNS. Kane Owen looking for the far post. Kirchhoff, little on the edge of the box. The break is on. Williams, keeper comes a long way. And Woody Wist does really well in taking control of the matter. Let's give him a bit of credit, shall we?
He was very cool there, wasn't he? Wasn't panicked at all. His keeper had come a long way. But he just takes that touch, doesn't he? Very comfortable on the ball. Still only 22 years old.
Well, there's no holding back in this game so far. There's a great touch. Drives across the front, pulls it back across side netting.
That Kroll.
It's Kroll.
Yeah.
Has plenty of ability.
It's a great flick by Wood.
It's a wonderful flick.
And he gets into that danger area where, you know, he's been prolific and he's going for goal there.
He's going for goals.
He's looking to catch the keeper out on his near post.
He's just been trying to encourage a little tackle from behind there as well, Sean, would you say? He gets the shot off. I think he'd be disappointed he hasn't asked the question of the keeper, you know.
Yeah, if he gets a bit more height than that, I mean it's precision thing, you know, scoring from that tight an angle. But if he gets a bit of height than that, then he worries the keeper.
Handball, definitely handball by Danny Redmond. Don't think you're going to argue that one, Dan.
I think he's. I'm not sure if he's complaining about the decision here, but I think he's complaining more about where's his players.
Yeah,
they got left out there. A lot of space for Pen-y-bont.
Kane Owen taking most probably with his 4th or 5th free kick in the first 17 minutes. It's direct, so it'll be interesting. Harrison Maguire screaming at the rest of his defence to get out of the 18-yard box. Owen. Miles Davis is a regular option on set plays for Pen-y-bont.
So difficult though for Miles Davis to take. You know, it's a genius of a touch because he's under pressure.
Straight away he's under pressure, yeah.
And I understand, you know, why they're looking at that play, but it's you know, it's high stakes kind of for him to be able to take that touch and then whip across.
Just to get the ball
difficult.
in, yeah. Trying to put 2 into 1, I think. Long throw, we talked about long throws earlier on. Joe Woody Wist, ex-Newport County, will fire the first one in. Headed away by Jordan Williams, a goal scorer. Woody Wist. Great ball, is whipped across by Miles Davis. First header, second header! It's 2-1 apiece. Is he given the goal? Or is the offside flag gone up? Venables doesn't look happy. He must have seen a flag, I think, Sean.
Well, he is offside, but I am surprised, you know, a player of Venables' quality. He's looking right across the defensive line there, so I'm not sure if it's him that's offside. Oh, that's tight. That is very tight.
Dan Williams, the right back, seemed to have dropped in a little bit level. In comes the ball from Miles Davis, the first flick. It's a great finish from Venables.
Just think maybe, does he go a bit early? He must have done for... Wow, that is very tight.
Very, very tight. Tape measure needs to come out, or VAR. VAR will be in the Cymru Premier after Christmas, we're being told. But that would have definitely given VAR a hard decision to make. Just off your 2 or 3 replays, Sean, are you saying...
You know, I'm saying possibly on if you watch this.
Yeah.
I'm saying possibly on. Purely because of Venables' experience and the fact that we looked at the last replay.
The last replay made him look like onside.
Much in it.
Yeah. Well, it hasn't been given as a goal. It's still TNS 1, Pen-y-bont 0 after 20 minutes at Park Hall in Oswestry. Danny Davis, who gets amongst the goals regularly from his full-back position on set plays. Jack Bodenham, Harrison Maguire in the middle. Central. It's bobbling around. It's hooked clear by Kroll. Redmond. Corness again. Either foot. Comfortable. Clark. Williams gets a shot off.
Yeah, better by Pen-y-bont there. They've learned their lesson from the goal.
Getting out a bit quicker.
Getting out, but also picking up the runners.
Bodenham. It's definitely a different style of a game. When TNS get the ball usually at Park Hall, as a regular viewers would most probably tell you, they pass their way out with about 16, 17 passes and just pass away out. Bit different today, they're going longer and a lot quicker. Cymru, Wales versus Belgium Monday evening. It's the big one. It's the massive Monday ahead.
I like that, Mark.
Would you agree?
Yeah, absolutely. It's huge now, isn't it? Especially after that result midweek. Not the English result.
Last night?
Yeah.
0-0, yeah. North Macedonia, 0-0 with Belgium.
Well, it's in our hands, isn't it?
Yeah, good luck to Craig Bellamy and all the lads.
Tough task, though.
It is a tough
starting
task.
on Monday with Belgium.
Yeah.
They do have a good history against Belgium, and also they're playing at home, which is massive for Wales. They're a different team at home.
Kroll. He's kept it in. He'll be able to get at Bodenham. Kroll. Had to make the pass a good and green edge of the box. Venables. Miles Davis. Little makes the overlap. Davis puts it in and gets the corner. They are, apart from the goal, you know, they're playing really well, Pen-y-bont.
Yeah, they'll be disappointed.
Yes,
they'll
definitely.
be disappointed with that goal, especially the way they defended it. You know, as I said, they had runners, TNS, that weren't being picked up by the relevant personnel.
Ash Baker.
Happy with something?
He's gone over to have a chat with Rhys Griffiths. There's no 6'4", 6'5" centre halves in there, so it's definitely a game contest from every corner, to be honest. And Kane Owen will deliver and ask a question once again of the TNS backline. This time he's hit it just wide. It's Mark Little. He's again climbed above his marker. He's got the header off and it's just inches past that far post, Sean. Little will be disappointed.
He will be. This is the second time now he's won the header in a similar position as the last one, which came off a TNS defender. This one, he's head in hands, because he knows that's an opportunity. It's inches, isn't it? Inches away from getting his sight. And I think they should be level in terms of the chances they had and the way they performed.
No doubt
in
at
the
all.
opening 23 minutes.
It'll give Griffiths and his coaching staff, though, plenty of upbeat messages to say just keep putting it in there, Kane, or from the other side, because it looks like they're winning most of the aerial duels. But the champions still 1-0 ahead. Goal scorer Jordan Williams gets it wide. Little uses his body strength to keep Isaac Jeffries off the ball. Pen-y-bont conceded the least goals this season, 7. That's now 8, and TNS 8, so they're both level on them terms. TNS have scored 33, Pen-y-bont, 34 now, and Pen-y-bont have scored 20. Just 3 points separating the teams. Davis gives a free kick away. Craig Harrison definitely being kept busy.
Seems to be having a one-to-one with all his players at the moment, isn't he?
I think he might be on whatever Ash Baker has most probably said to Griffiths, and just bringing it up to Kane Owen.
I don't mind that because sometimes you see things as a player.
Great.
Maybe as a manager, you're
Great.
Great. I don't know what you were like as a manager, but I'm sure you appreciate the different.
You've got to trust your players. You've got to trust your players, Sean. You have the final word as a manager, but you've got to listen to them. Offside given. They must have broke out pretty quick once he come to take it. Venables arguing it once again with the official.
Well, this is the offside debate now. So this is the wide shot, which again, is pretty tight. But I think this is the better one.
That's a better shot.
I think he's on. I think he makes that movement after the ball is played.
Like you said, a man who's scored hundreds of goals in the centre-forward position over the years as well.
And I also think the final flick comes off a TNS player, not a Pen-y-bont player. So if you're talking about fine margins, if it's come off a TNS player last, then he's certainly onside.
He's very animated over it. TNS 1, Pen-y-bont 0. First against second in the JD Cymru Premier League. James Crowell in view, Clayton Green, Pen-y-bont captain in view. Short free kick to Kane Owen. Owen, Joe Woody wrist. Griffiths shouts quality just from below us. Danny Davis, headed clear by Mark Little. Venables being closely marked. Venables gets it out wide to Kane Owen. Owen just catches Clayton Green on the wrong foot. Dan Williams. Ben Clark to Dominic Corness. Corness pulls a lot of strings now, ex-Liverpool. Green is eager not to let Clark settle on the ball. Wardenham. Davis. Great battle again. Could be offside if he receives it. Linesman says play on. Kroll. Just a couple of loose passes.
That was a sloppy pass, that was.
Yeah, the last couple of minutes. A couple of loose passes. This is what Griffiths definitely won't want from his players. When you get TNS half on the rack, you've got to keep them there. Loose passes will encourage them to get at you.
Well, look where we are now. TNS attacking down the right.
Jordan Williams drives in, goes to, soft. He's given the penalty. Jordan Williams has offered himself to get shoved from the back. There's a small shove from behind, and the referee points straight at the spot. Right. He knew what he was doing.
Kirchhoff, once you put your hands there and you start pulling away, then there's no other opportunity other than to give the penalty. But you've got to give Williams some credit as well. A bit of skill there just to get past him, and then he just gives him that slightest of tugs. He's saying what? Well, but going back to that crawl, give away.
Give them the ball away.
10 seconds later, they're down the right-hand channel.
Against good teams, it's where you start.
Yep.
Brobble puts it in the corner. The goalkeeper gets a hand to it. But Ryan Brobble makes it TNS 2, Pen-y-bont 0 from the penalty spot.
Yeah, he doesn't miss many of them, and it's a quality penalty. Goes high, keeper guesses right, gets a hand to it, but the power just puts it past and puts TNS 2-0 up.
Yeah, and I will go back to the point you made as well, Sean, that we made a minute earlier on. Giving the ball to TNS when you're attacking with 6 or 7 bodies forward. The break, they are the best team in the league breaking.
Well, football's all about fine margins, isn't it? And so, as soon as he gave that ball away, I was thinking, that's just sloppy play. Because Miles Davis is in plenty of room. All he needs to do is find his feet.
It's the type of penalty Kirchhoff could look at later on and don't, for me it was a 60-40 penalty. Williams breaking. He's through. Can he make it 3? I think he has. Jordan Williams is scoring goals for fun of late. And that is the type of goal which could win you the game after 30 minutes of a game. It's TNS 3, Pen-y-bont 0. Jordan Williams hits double figures for the season.
They're running away with it now, aren't they? He'll be one happy manager. Kirkhoff, you know, Williams gets the wrong... Well, Williams gets the wrong side of Kirkhoff, and the correct side of Kirkhoff, I should say, and it's a quality finish, but the keeper's miles off his line. And a player of his quality, yes, is a punt upfield.
Still got plenty to do, Sean.
Got huge amounts to do, Mark, because he takes that touch and just sets him up just to lob the keeper. And you've got to say, you know, 3-0 down now. It's a mountain, absolute mountain for Pen-y-bont to get themselves back in this game.
It's not often you come to Park Hall and TNS get, shall we say, 3 chances against you and put them in the back of the net. You're usually surviving on missed chances, but 3 main chances, it's 3-0. Williams has been exceptional. He's got the penalty as well, by the way.
Yeah, the assist and the penalty as well. Could have taken himself, you know, hat-trick.
Well, he's the top. It makes him the man to look out for in the league this season.
Could have been the second hat-trick of the afternoon, Mark.
Should have been Harry Franklin.
One up in what was that?
Connors Key. Harry Franklin comes off the bench and scores a 10-minute, while we hear, hat-trick for Connors Key. If you're watching Harry and all the Connors Key lads, it's not quite the record. It's not the record hat-trick. The record hat-trick is by a chap who's travelled up here this afternoon with me, unbelievably. Craig Lima, ex-Caernarfon Town, come off the bench and scored a 5-minute hat-trick against Aberystwyth Town.
I remember it. It was unbelievable.
20 years ago.
Wasn't he playing as a centre-half as well, Mark? Or
yeah.
He moved him up front, did he?
I think some sort of genius moved him up from centre,
yes.
from substitute centre-half to centre-forward. We'll finish that conversation now, Sean. Corners. Williams. Next 10 minutes are vital. If you're going statistically man for man, take Jordan Williams out of the equation at the moment. The pass ratio is most probably Pen-y-bont's, but Williams has been, you have to give credit where credit's due. He's been electric. Clayton Green, one hell of a leap that was, and an awkward landing. He seems to have got there before the ball came down.
Oh, he screamed.
There's no doubt he's hurt his... He gets some height as well. Ooh.
Well, he's just rolled over Clark and he's landed on his hip back. And, you know, on this surface, you're landing on, what is it, concrete at the end of the day underneath a layer of plastic sheeting. But I just thought hopefully he'll get it back up and he'll be okay. Looks to be okay.
Griffiths, Sean McCarthy with plenty of football league experience behind him. Rhys Griffiths.
It's a weird one, you know, as a manager now, Mark, you can be able to answer this because his team hasn't played badly at all. In fairness, you know, they should be equal, in my opinion. But obviously, TNS have been clinical with the chances they had. But Pen-y-bont haven't played badly, in my opinion, in that half hour.
They've just been clinical when they've been offered a chance. Williams gets there again.
Quick.
He is very quick. He gets his team a corner. He does get his team a corner by lashing it against Gabriel Kirkhoff. And you could see by the smile on his face, he is so enjoying this game, Jordan Williams.
Well, Kirkhoff is no slouch, but I think Williams there made at least 2 yards on him in order to get his get a toe on it in front of the young centre-half.
Short corner taken. Kano in. Clayton Green breaks. Corners makes the intervention, but he'll take the throw in back to Danny Redmond. Like I say, the likes of Danny Redmond, Ben Clark, Jack Bodenham, Harrison Maguire, Danny Davis have hardly been involved in the game, and your team are 3-0 ahead. Williams. It's the first time this afternoon the Pen-y-bont haven't pressed, so obviously the message has been sent on, Sean, to drop off now before half-time. Keep it at 3, definitely. I think you could just see that in front of us. 10 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago, they were pressing every ball.
TNS will be happy with this now, won't they? Just keep possession, tire them out. That is the only thing with that tactic as well. You're playing against a professional outfit in TNS. You know, I know Pen-y-bont boys are fit lads, but it will take their toll on a team that isn't fully professional against a fully professional team.
No doubt. Nathan Wood, Miles Davis galloping down the right-hand side. Wood does well to look after the ball, gets it back to Mark Little. Mark Little. Chris Venables switches play. Kane Owen just hooks it into the box. There's 10 minutes, 9 minutes to go in the first half, Sean. A goal for Pen-y-bont keeps the game alive. A goal for TNS is game over on 45.
It kills it. You know, as I said, it's going to be a mountain to climb at 3-0. So yeah, that next goal is critical.
Venables seen a lot of the ball during the game. Chris Venables, Davis, Miles Davis, back post. Kroll jumps up. The debate at half-time, Sean, I'm sure, are you on at half-time with?
No, I'm not. I'm going to stay up here with you and have a sandwich, Mark.
Well done. Whoever is on at half-time, there will be a big debate on the Chris Venables disallowed goal. What a time that came, because the penalty came about 2 minutes after it, and then the third goal. Jeffries. Dan Williams. Baker. Makes a good intervention. Kroll. Wood. Miles Davis. Whips one across the front. Davis. No striker up there. Looking for it. And Williams will just let the ball run out of play. I'm surprised he's taken it. He's thrown it as quick as that. But that's TNS for you. Still looking for more. Kroll. It's not Kroll. Kirkhoff, sorry, at the back. His first touch was excellent. Cardiff versus Connacht this evening, 7:15. Good luck to Cardiff. Be interesting to see the passing stats, Sean. I'm sure they'll come out in a couple of minutes. I think they would still be 50-50, or even in Pen-y-bont's advantage, you know. But what's the main thing?
It's close, isn't it?
Goals. Goals provide points. Goals provide titles.
Well, the scoreline doesn't really reflect the first half that we've witnessed in front of us. The first 2 goals for Pen-y-bont will be disappointed, mistakes, and it was a mistake in terms of the penalty. And then the third one, well, you could say it's just one of those things that happen in football. You know, it's a hopeful punt upfield, and Williams uses his pace and his brain to get in front of Kirkhoff.
You know, Sean, you played plenty, hundreds of games in this league. People you played against, I'm sure, and people you're watching every week. When you have a run of form, it's so important if you're really at the top of your game. Jordan Williams, at present, is getting goals every week. Don't forget, we looked at him as an out-and-out winger a couple of seasons ago. He's now looking as one of the main strikers in the league.
And the big signing in the summer, still sitting on the bench, you know.
Ben Wilson. Davis. Mark Little gets it back to Woody Wiss. Luke Armstrong fires it forward, looking for Kroll. It's a great header by Bodenham. Little wins the second header. Wood. Excellent touch from Nathan Wood, gets it wide to Kane Owen. Pen-y-bont. Clayton Green. Ryan Kenny gives a free kick against Clayton Green. It'll be interesting. I'll let you VAR this one, Sean.
He's not happy, is he? You know, once you put your hands up there, know, the ref is, and he's in fairness, the referee's in a good position, but it's the slightest of touch. You know,
almost like the penalty.
Yeah.
Almost a replica of the penalty. Nathan Shepherd made a wonderful save in the first couple of minutes. Was beaten after 15. Goal disallowed. TNS capitalised, as they usually do. Went the other end and scored 2 goals. Owen, Shepherd. Harrison Maguire to Williams. It's interesting to see the sort of game that Redmond plays. His team are going 3-0 ahead. He'll just play that holding role now. That's the ball going, ball's flown over the top there from Miles Davis. Danny Redmond is usually at the hub. There he is, just in front of us. 3-0 ahead. Sean, do you see him moving a lot now from that holding role just in front of his back four?
Yeah, maybe. I was just disappointed there with Miles Davis cross, with his quality, and 9 times out of 10 it's on the money. He'd be disappointed with that going out for a goal kick. But yeah, that could be the change that's needed. Redmond just sitting there, just giving that bit more protection.
I think he won't move hardly anything. Venables, good touch again from Nathan Wood. Wood's been busy on the ball in the half. Davis, Miles Davis. Venables, Wood. Pen-y-bont trying to create a goal. Superb from Wood. He gets it back across the goal. Clayton Green coming in from midfield, but it's a smart collect by the goalkeeper, Nathan Shepherd.
Yeah, Wood was strong there in the challenge.
Redmond, 42 minutes on the clock. TNS 3-0 ahead against second place Pen-y-bont in the top of the table clash in the JD Cymru Premier League. Jeffries inside. Redmond. Corness plays it back inside to Maguire. Maguire. Williams flicks it around the corner. Shot clear by Woody Wiss.
That's a yellow.
It has to be, I think, just in front. Harrison Maguire walks away. I think he'll be called back for the yellow. He accepts it with a smile on his face.
It's good play by Crawl. It's a lovely touch, and then just that flick around the defender. There's nobody else behind him.
How important now could this next 2 or 3 minutes be, Sean? A Pen-y-bont goal would just revitalise the contest as a proper contest.
Yeah, we saw how important that goal against Belgium, was just before they were 3-0 down. Get that goal before half-time, and it's a different team talk.
Definitely. Owen, Kane Owen. Back post, he took the cross. Strong challenge. Second ball is bouncing. But yet again, Shepherd collects after a few 50-50s. Williams. Corness has been slick in midfield. Bodenham. Brobble has got his goal from the penalty spot. Brobble gets it wide. Danny Davis. Haven't seen Danny Davis pushing on much as yet. I'm sure he'd be happy to sit in at left back with his team leading 3-0. Davis runs Venables. Will he take Davis on? Edge of the box. Williams, the other wing back, drives into the box. Davis. Jeffries. Brobble always tries to get a curling shot off. Brobble still looking for it. Baker. Williams. Good defending from Kirkhoff. +2 from the fourth official. So, summing up the first 45, Sean, TNS been clinical in key areas.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they've had 3 chances and they've scored with 3 efforts on target. I know one was the penalty, obviously, but they have been clinical. And as I said, Pen-y-bont, it'll be a difficult team to for Rhys Griffiths because, as I said, his team hasn't played that bad. They've been in the game.
I totally have to agree with you, Sean. Yeah, you can scrutinise the goals that they've given away. The penalty maybe have avoided.
And the disallowed goal of Venables, of course.
Yeah, looking from if you're looking on the, for example, the Cymru football app, and you're looking at 3-0 on your phone and you haven't seen any of the game, oh, he's in again. He's onside as well. Clark against Kirkhoff.
Yeah, well defended by Kirkhoff in the end. Just needed to be careful. I was kind of talking to him while he was defending.
Yes,
keep your hands down a bit.
Yeah, that little one. It's almost the same as the first, exactly. Only the first time Jordan Williams goes over. This time Ben Clark doesn't go over. So you just have to be careful because there are some clever forwards around.
Goal now will absolutely murder Pen-y-bont. Will be game over.
Have to keep it out. Corners to Brobble. Brobble puts it in. Williams, first touch. Miles Davis heads away. Bodenham. Nathan Wood. Kane Owen on the right flank. Rolls it inside. It's a good intervention. TNS, top of the league. Jordan Williams with 2 goals and a Ryan Brobble penalty gives the New Saints a 3-0 lead at Park Hall against second place Pen-y-bont. Don't go away, we look forward to seeing you in the second period from myself and Sean Moredith. TNS 3, Pen-y-bont 0 after 45.
Wel, dyna ni a dyna'r sgôr. Ddim yn siŵr bydd Pen-y-bont yn llwyr sylweddoli sut yn y byd mae hwnna wedi digwydd. Dyna'r sefyllfa ar ei hôl hi. Ni'n edrych yn ôl ar wythnos yngwladol nesaf. Tîm 21 Cymru'n cwrdd â Gwlad Belg neithiwr. Dyma ddigwyddodd.
Moreira. Yn y cwrt bach, mae'n fflasio ac yn cael ei rwydo gan i wrth i mocio y gŵr ifanca ar y ca. 2 o'r 15 oed, ond yn y fan ar lle i rwydo ac hawdd yn y diwedd. Nath i dasgu nôl ato fe. Oedd ar un ochr efo'r Cymru.
Ie, fi'n credu bod rhaid cwestiynu yr amddiffyn ar y posting agosaf yn hyn. Mae'n dod trwyddo'n weddol isel. Mae'n bwysig bod hwn yn cael ei torri allan ar y postyn agosaf yna yn y diwedd. Mae'n dod ar draws a mae'n tapin yn canol y gôl fyna. Felly dechrau tremedig fyna i Gymru.
Fan Belg yn creu cyfleoedd nawr. Matteo Dams at y cwrt bach. A mae Lucas Dassin yn ymestyn mantes Gwlad Belg. Oedd e'n teimlo fel bod Gwlad Belg am sgorio. Yn y diwedd, Lucas Dassin sydd yn neud i drydydd golau i'r tîm dan 11. Mae'r gŵr oedd yn brif sgorio Rhys Griffiths yn Liga Ant am o dytha di sgorio yn erbyn Cymru.
Na bel mewn i'r corridor ansicrwydd na fel maen nhw'n sôn a ti'n sôn am ymysodwr le ti am fod fan hyn ar y postyn bella yna. Ni heb sôn lot amdano fe Stasin ond fe sydd yna a yn y diwedd yn hala fe edrych yn hawdd.
Diego Moreira a'r croesau i fewn a'r peniad yn hawdd i giro. Romeo Ffomont a'r drydydd i Wlad Belg. A jest fel ar ddechrau yr hanner cyntaf, Gwlad Belg yn sgorio gol syml o'r gic gornel ar ddechrau'r ail hanner. Moreira yn creu, Ffomont yn rwydo, a mae tîm Gilsfert yn edrych yn gyffyrddus. Pen-y-bont yn ôl at Pontepera.
Y Meirin unwaith eto, mae David darlun bob tro beth sy'n o blaen e.
Pen-y-bont ar lawr, Anna Gerdyn, Melin, i Ed James ac ar ail. Cerdyn Coch, wedi cael Cerdyn Melin yn y hanner cynta, Ed James.
Wel, ddim angen hwn ar Gymru. Mae'n fel sef e'n camu ar draws yr ymosodwr tymor bach.
Croesiad i fewn o'r gic gornel, ac unwaith eto o'r gic gornel. Cymru ddim wedi gallu derlio gyda ciciau cornel trwy gydol y nos. Mae'n siŵr sa hwnna yw pedwaredd cic cornel nhw. Ac unwaith eto, maen nhw'n sgorio Lucas Dassin. Tro hyn yn syth o'r croesiad.
Amser hyn nawr, cadw dynod gyda Matty Jones i edrych ar sut gallen nhw wella, beth sydd angen wella ar ebyn Awstria dy llun.
Mae bas yna gan Hammond yn mynd yn syth at Mbangula. Ffymeirin. Ac Moreira, gyd chwarae da nawr gan Wlad Belg. Ydy Moreira'n gallu ergydio. Moreira! Wel, y gol. Y symudiad yn un wych. A gol o ran Moreira sydd wedi disgleirio yn ystod y gêm yn heddiannol o'i berfformiad e hefyd.
O, mae'n rhaid gweud, mae wedi bod yn bleser i gwylio yn chwarae hyn, ond ydy e. Mae wedi bod yn gwych ar y bel a fan hyn, ni'n gweld e. Ffigio unwaith eto fel sy'n mynd ar 1-2 a wedyn mewn ar ei drod chwith. A ti jyst yn teimlo fan hyn bod hwn yn dod, ond mae ansawdd ar y cyffyrddiad yma ar y bel. Yr ergyd yn wych. Ti bod setio un anna fyny yn berffaith a syth mewn i gornel ucha y rhwyd.
Cymru cael ei gwasgu fewn. Gwlad Belg yn symud y bel o un ochr y cair llall. Sy'n groesiad. O, mae'n gic os motyn. Ond ia, mofyn os oddi yn y cwrt. Wel, Ante Ciulina sicr yn meddwl i bod i dwmbo ar lawr. Parker yn cael Cerdyn Melin. A mae'n gyfle am chweched i Wlad Belg. Mae'n byset. Lawr y canol. Yn curo Benjamin nath fynd am y gornel. Ac am yr ail gêm yn olynol mae Cymru yn ildio 6. Ffymeirin. Gwlad Belg cael y bel fewn i'r cwrt. Mae yno. Iad y Deji Stenberg. Cael seithfed gol Gwlad Belg. Yn yr eiliadau ola sydd wedi cael ei ychwanegu. Coroni perfformiad lle maen nhw wedi rheoli'n llwyr Gwlad Belg.
Ydyn, a chwarae da yn y cwrt Cosby fan hyn, fel gol hawdd fyna, dim cyfle i Benjamin, ond noson anodd iawn i Gymru.
Poenus i ddweud y lleia o ran tîm ifanc Cymru, gobeithio am well o ran y tîm cynta nos lun yn cwrdd â Gwlad Belg. Mwy i ddod o ran tîm dan ni'n ar ugen hefyd. Matty Jones a'r crew yn Awstria. Dyna sydd i ddod, mae'n rhaid i sôn am y cyfnod rhyngwladol. Mae'n gêm ryfedd, o'n i'n gadael Wembley, pen isel, meddwl am ar byd ar ben. A wedyn, mae Gwlad Belg yn cael gêm gyfartal neithwr, na fy'n Gogledd Macedonia. Mae hwnna wedi newid pethau o ran Cymru. Beth yw'r teimladau cyn y gêm yn nos lun?
Rhaid fi ddweud, o'n nos iau iawn, o'n i llawn balchder a ysbrydoliaeth o dorf o'r cefnogwyr, o ffordd nhw'n canu, trwy'r gêm, 75,000 yna.
Dyma tîm ar y cae.
O, beth bwyd i yna? Os na di hynna'n tonig i unrhyw chwaraewr o Gymru ar ôl y gêm mynd ati nhw a canmol ei ddiolch iddyn nhw, yn dangos da ni'n mynd trwy da, da ni'n mynd trwy drwg, ond efo'n gilydd da ni'n mynd trwy ddefo. Oedd y cefnogwyr yn gwybod, da ni ddim yn gorau. Iawn, angofio amdani. Ond maen nhw'n gwybod, mae'n rhaid nhw fod ar ei gorau rwan. Mae di agor drws, dim drws cefn rwan, drws ffrant, i fynd i fewn i'r cwpan y byd. Tair gêm i fynd, 9 pwynt, curo'r dair, da ni yna. Mae nôl yn dwylo ni'n hynna'n. A mae'r chwaraewyr yn gwybod yna bore yma. Oedden nhw'n gwybod ar ôl y gêm, oedden nhw wedi anghofio am y gêm, coeliad i fi, pan nath nhw weld y dorna trwy gydol y gêm. Mae nhw'n gwybod rwan, mae hyn yn mynd i ddilyn ni lle bynnag gyda ni. A mae hynna'n anfarth o gryfdar i fi fel chwaraewr, fynd ar wrth y cae yna, arna fi berfformiad. A nos lun dyn ni.
Ie, mae'n her enfawr, mae'r cyfle yno, a cyfle enfawr o ran Cymru. O, beth ti wedi gweld yn ddiweddar, ydyn ni'n gallu ennill yn erbyn Gwlad Belg?
Dim cwestiwn yn y marn ni. Yr egni gawn ni gan y cefnogwyr y dorf, beth da ni'n dechrau fel yna, beth eto, da ni'n gwybod ni, beth ni'n dechrau ar y droed fain. Ar ôl canlyniad neithiwr o Gwlad Belg disgwyl ennill yn erbyn Gogledd Macedonia, nath nhw ddim. Da ni'n mynd i mewn i'r gêm yma, mond y gêm yma oedd gynnon ni. A'r pwrpas oedd o'r dechrau, gêm gyfeilliad yn ei gael, hon di'r un o ddifri. Paid a poeni am y tîm, bydd pawb ddim eisiau ysbrydoli gymaint o hynny. Mae'n gêm rwan, mae'r rhain eraill. Mae'n hanfodol. A mae rhaid i chwaraewyr edrych o'r dechrau'r gêm, y pwysigrwydd ydy rhain ni ennill y gêm. A mond hynna fydd yn penna pawb.
Ie, a peidio ildio tair mewn 20 munud. Neu 27 munud fel oedd yn Gwlad Belg hefyd. Na'r patrwm. Reit, beth am hon? Sut mae Pen-y-bont yn colli hon o dair i ddim, Malcolm?
Oherwydd un peth, rhaid y bel yn cefn y rwyd. Ti'n gwybod, dyna beth maen nhw dda'n. Penderfyniadau clinigol, dilyn i fewn, dim neu camgymeriadau bach. Lle, dwi'n disgwyl ella, gofyn gormod y golwr i ni dy well. Dwi'n disgwyl just mae'n fod i wybod paid ar ei dod nôl, pwysigrwydd bod cadwell o rwyd, ond mae o di taro i nôl i lle rhywun fel fi, fel mae Jordan Williams yn neud i dilyn i fewn i sgorio gol. Felly, camgymeriad, di ddeud y gwir, ond hei, dyna di gwaniaeth. Mae nhw mwy penderfynol yn ei penderfyniadau clinigol o fan y gol.
Beth am hon, Pen-y-bont? Gys nhw sawl cyfle a cael y bel nhw'n rhwyd?
Mae'n gol. Na i ddeud rhyw benefits of the doubt fel da ni ddeud y Saesneg i'r llifanwr oherwydd mae'n cael ei ddallu gan Kroll. Mae Kroll di'n neidio o flaen o, ond do'n mynd neud dim byd. Mae Venables, ti'n gweld o'r llinell y cwrt chwech, dio ddim yn cam sefyll. Ti'n gweld mae'n amddiffynwr yna, yn y canol, yn y cwrt chwech yn barod. Felly mae'n oeddi amser i rediad berffaith. Mae gol i fod i sefyll, mae'n un o'r un. Ond dydy ddim. Oherwydd y llifanwr.
Fi'n dysgu, nes bod chi'n gweld hi'n hollol syth. Na i fod yr ochr arall y geiniog. Mae yn mor anodd nes chi'n gweld y llinell yna. Dyn nhw ddim gyda ni. A wedyn, ar ôl ei mor dda, a creu cyfle ar ôl cyfle, a thi'n ddwy i ddim, a thi'n dair i ddim. Mae hon yn gicio smotin?
Just i fi, mae o yn cael chi disgobliaeth fan hyn, mae'n o sgil di hyn. Mae'n gret o sgil, pan ti'n mynd 100 milltir yr awr, a ti'n gwneud stopio'n sydyn i symud i o'r ddeir chwith, a mynd o'i gwmpas o, mae Caernarfon yn dynnu fel awr. Mae'n gicio smotin, mae'n sgorio eto. Hon di'r un dwi'n meddwl, sy'n mor amaturol yn y marn ni. Os ti'n ffast a gyfle bach a fidol, ydw i ddim yn mynd mewn ras efo chdi. Dwi'n newid cael yn ddal allan, gyda chdi eiliad cynt sy'n ildio o'r gicio smotin. Felly, mae'n gorffan i'n clinico, mae'n codi pen, mae'n cael icor amser efo'r cyffredau gyntaf yna. A mae'n llawn hyder, mae'n mynd i sgorio un y barod.
Ie, dyna ni. Diolch am y tro, Malcolm. A gyda llaw, gêm neithiwr, dych chi'n cael pep ar beth ddigwyddodd neithiwr nesaf. A ddangen y fuddugoliaeth ar Holford, dych chi'n cael beth ddigwyddodd efo'n bala.
A Brwtse. Reit wrth yr ysglis, nôl at Rhys. Shepherd yn mynd am gol o ryw 5 lladd yr hugen ac ychydig dros ben y traws oedd hi werth mynd amdani fi. Ni oedd Torrance ychydig oedd hi ar ei linell a dyna'r agosa ni wedi dod am gol. Corey Shepherd o ryw 5 lladd yr hugen yn codi ben yn ceisio anwesu'r bêl dros ben y golwr. Ricky Watts. Unwaith eto, ddim y basore a Larry Jones, mae wedi cael ei ddal fan hyn am gyfle Ibrahim i'r bala, mae dal i fynd, mae nôl at Mehaseb yn troi, y bêl yn mynd yn syth at Luke Rhys yn y diwedd, bron i Ibrahim i fanteisio hefyd, ac o bosib y ddylse fe di manteisio fyna. Y bêl yn fyr at Watts, digon oedd y le gan y Brwtse, sy'n neud yn dda i reoli'r bêl, yn herio Harry Dean, a'r croesiad a'r peniad gan Hawkins. Wel, y croesiad yn hyfryd o'r chwith gan Rhys a Brwtse a'r peniad acrobatedd yn y diwedd gan Hawkins. Doedd hi ddim yn bell. Ibrahim sydd yn clirio, ond mae'n basta at Higgins. Higgins yn neud yn wych, mae di mynd heibio un. Corey Shepherd, mae di mynd heibio all arall. Amreder gan Higgins, ar draws y cwrt Cosby, mae'n nôl at Mehaseb. Ac am dacl yn y diwedd gan Gapten Hwlffordd, Dylan Rhys, oherwydd ni oedd Mehaseb yn anelu am y gornel isa yna. Hawkins yn fyr at Amon. Di Amon i fewn fan hyn. Chydig heibio'r postyn. Dwi'n credu taw arbediad oedd i gan Torrance yn y gôl. Neu o bosib, Amon yn methu cyfle holl bwysig reit ar ddechrau'r ail hanner. Shepherd, Watts, Fe mae bas orau gan Watts, mae braidd yn ffodus a Hawkins yn colli'r bel ar ochr draw. Mahaseb, dosbosib yn cael ei dynnu nôl. Na, meddai'r dyfarnwr. Chwaraewch mlaen. Corey Shepherd, Walters yn rhydd yn y cwrt Cosby. Walters sy'n rhoi'r tîm cartre ar y blaen. A mi oedd y bala'n cysgu yn y cefn. O bosib, mi oedd y bala'n meddwl fod yna drosedd ar Mahaseb. Chwaraewch mlaen meddai'r dyfarnwr. Ac am groesiad gan Corey Shepherd a Greg Walters yng nghanol y cwrt Cosby. Dyna'i gôl gyntaf yn y tymor, gôl hollbwysig i'r adar gleision. A Brwtse yn clirio. Dyn ar peniad ymlaen, mond at Dylan Rhys. Sa gyfle i Hwlffordd wrth ymosod, mae'n bel hir at Corey Shepherd sy'n ceisio reoli. Shepherd ar ochr y cwrt, a Shepherd yn ceisio eich raman iddi, a mond ychydig heibio'r postyn. Steve Fisher, i chi'n clywed yn cyfarth i gyfarwyddyd ar ochr draw i dîm ar ei holi. Diolch i gôl Greg Walters, rhyw 10 munud i fewn i'r ail hanner. A rhai dweud fe ddylse Hwlffordd fod yn bellach ar y blaen, mond gôl yw hi. A Brwtse. Na chi groesiad at Ben Amon! Y gwaith caib ar haw gan Rhys a Brwtse. Y croesiad yn berffaith. A Ben Amon ar ochr y cwrt 6 i benio Hwlffordd yn bellach ar y blaen. Hwlffordd 2 y bala dim. Ac am groesiad gan Rhys a Brwtse. Ar blat i Ben Amon. Ond mae bel ddat, Mahaseb sydd ddim yn camsefyll i fewn o'r cwrt Cosby. Mahaseb ar ergyd yn syth at Luke Rhys. Mi oedd e'n arbediad da. Ond mae wedi cymryd i'r bala i fynd i 2 i ddim ar ei holi iddyn nhw i ddeffro. Evan Smith sy'n newydd ddod i'r car yw 2 funud yn ôl. Evan Smith, mae e dal i fynd ar ochr y cwrt Cosby. Smith ymlaen at Tarasenko ar ergyd. Ac oedd hi'n arbediad da yn y diwedd. Y bel mlaen at Tarasenko oedd yn troi ar ergyd yn syth lawr Gorn Gwddw. Y gôl geidwad Luke Rhys ac allan am gic gornel.
Fel allwch chi weld, ni'n barod fan hyn. 3 pwynt yw'r bwlch ar y brig. Mae yna 2 gôl o waniaeth. Os ffordd yn ôl, byddai'n dipyn o stori yn ôl â ni at ein tîmau sylwebu felly.
Welcome back to Park Hall in Oswestry, where the current JD Cymru Premier League leaders are 3-0 ahead against second place Pen-y-bont. In possession stats, the first half was 50-50. In goal stats, it's a comfortable 3-0 lead to the champions. Sean Meredith, no changes at half-time. Big, massive first 10 minutes now. A goal either end could change it, like we said in the first, towards the end of the second half. A goal for Pen-y-bont is complete for TNS. The game is over. A goal for Pen-y-bont just gives themselves a little bit of hope.
Yeah, it gives hope. Yeah, no changes by either side. I didn't expect either team to make those personnel changes. Pen-y-bont, of course, stricken by injuries, etc. TNS, obviously, they have a stronger bench than Pen-y-bont and will be able to make the changes if necessary, just to give some players a bit of rest time. They played Tuesday night, of course.
Luke Armstrong to fire a free kick in his high line again from TNS. 35 yards out, they're just going to drop in. Mark Little looking to win the first one, which he has in most occasions this afternoon. So clear, it'll be a foot race. Woody Whistler able to go back to his goalkeeper as he does. Armstrong. Little again wins ahead of Danny Redmond. It'll be interesting to see if there's been any tactical changes. Give us a couple of minutes. That back 3 plus the 2 wing backs is still intact. So Pen-y-bont look the same at the back. Ash Bacon in the holding role, Venables and Clayton Green either side. James Crow playing as the centre forward with Nathan Wood on the left hand side. Brobble. Ryan Brobble was quite quiet, Sean, in the first half. His penalty, obviously he's got his goal, but it was all Jordan Williams.
Yeah, it certainly was. That highlights how well Pen-y-bont played in the first half. The fact that they were able to keep
Williams pulls it forward in acres of space, is pulled back across, fired across the front, still in play now. Davis, Danny Davis, hook clear by Kirkhoff. Important couple of minutes here. Pen-y-bont must hold out. Redmond. The Cardiff City lonely just gallops past his right back there, Isaac Jeffries, who was a smart bit of play as well. Real quality in taking the full-back on there from Jeffries.
Yeah, it's good play all round by TNS. This one's, straight across the, expecting a decent centre forward to be on the back, and then Davis skips past Venables. It's a good clearance in the end by Kirkhoff, but he has the chance by Jeffries, just driving at the Pen-y-bont defence. Armstrong does well to get a hand to that one.
They've most probably made a better start to the second period in the first 3 minutes than they did in the first period.
Yeah, you're right.
Armstrong. 5 or 6 up in a line for Pen-y-bont. It's a higher line, even higher. It's 40 yards out this time. Little is the target. Kirkhoff gets it. Second ball is just not dropping for him. Kane Owen. Nathan Wood. Clayton Green. Danny Redmond makes a strong tackle. Owen. Kirkhoff stays forward. Hooks it past. Kirkhoff gets a great ball out to Owen. Owen, brilliant cross from Owen. Big chance. Venables just gets edged off the ball as it went across. It went over the goalkeeper. Shepherd tried to punch, but it cleared him. Green. Baker. Far post. Must be Wood. Oh, it's Kroll. It wasn't Wood. What? Did he have one eye on the post there, Sean? I'll ask that straight away. It's really close to the far post. Has it put him off?
Yes. He is that close. The angle is so tight. By the time it drops on his head, it's in the air for ages, isn't it? Just gives him that opportunity, but it's so tight, the angle. There's nobody else there. Yeah, Venables is in the middle. Could he have squared it across is the only question I asked there. Again. Better by Pen-y-bont. But Rhys Griffiths would just want anything just to get in at the moment. Any kind of scrappy goal.
Yeah, that has to be their 4th or 5th half chance of the game. But this where they could be at their most vulnerable, because they're playing against a team with plenty of quality on the break. Mark Little, just that straight pass again in an area which is so vital. He did so well, but just misguided his pass. Bordenham could be onside here. Danny Davis is hooked clear by Woody Wiss. Jeffries. Davis still playing up top. Danny Davis, he's enjoying himself there. But it looks like the team talk from Griffiths has been to go and carry on in the same manner, because they're not staying again. They're not dropping a big low block. They're having a go, Pen-y-bont, which is encouraging to see.
I think it reflects the way they've played. You won't be disappointed at all by the way Ben Wilson there. Record signing for the new Saints.
Yeah, he hasn't made the substitutes bench, so there must be some sort of there this afternoon.
I think Pen-y-bont will be making some changes very soon.
Miles Davis, what a ball. Kroll with a header. Once again, a 50-50 chance. A great ball in from Miles Davis. A wonderful cross with pace. James Kroll gets his head on it in front of his centre-back. Just can't get it on target.
Yeah, it's a great ball of Miles Davis, isn't it? And it's a good flick. He knows what he's doing. He's looking at that far post just to try and get the slightest of touches in it, and hopefully
somebody coming to arrive.
Yeah, or it lands at the back post there. Venables will be coming off, yeah.
Chris Venables and Kane Owen, it looks like, coming off. Owen. Owen Warlow coming on, and Jacob Jones. just interesting to see. I think Nathan, Owen Warlow will most probably play as the left wing back, or as Griffiths. No, Jacob Jones will play as the left wing back. Owen Warlow will go on the left side of midfield. So it's a double change on the left hand side. Oh, it's a great drive forward. Edge of the box. It's a fourth. It's Dan Williams. Rattles it in. 2 substitute changes. 30 seconds later, TNS made it 4-0 and must be game over. Dan Williams goes forward from the right full-back slot and drills it home from 6 yards to give TNS 4, Pen-y-bont 0.
Yeah, some good play down the left-hand side for TNS. And as you said, Mark, you know, he just drifts in, Williams, just behind the defence. No idea that he's coming into that striker's position. Robert, we've talked about him, maybe a quiet game in general, but a bit of trickery down the left-hand side. And Williams just smashes that to the top of the corner. And as you say, Mark, it's probably game over by now. I was just about to say before they scored, we surprised with the 2 changes made. I mean, I know Venables, he's been playing in that midfield position. You know, he's 40 now, although he's incredibly fit.
Yeah,
Kane Owen coming off?
Yeah, I think with Kane Owen coming off, it might just have been Rhys Griffiths might fancy a pair of fresh legs with Jacob Jones. Who knows? Griffiths might have the next game on his mind already, Sean. Chance of a 5th here, by the way. Jordan Williams with an eccentric finish. I mean, you're confident, there's confidence, but I think he's tried some sort of scissor kick here.
I'm sure he's also asking for a pen. There's nothing there from Kirchhoff. Not exactly sure what he was trying there.
It hasn't been a relegation encounter. He's offside. He looked a half a yard offside there.
I got the producer in my ear saying he's no way offside. You think he was, do you?
Can you tell him he was by half a yard? Because I'm right in line.
I will, my finest Welsh now. Ooh, that's tight, what?
Just about for me, just about for me. But again, it's a tight line. TNS 4, Pen-y-bont 0. First against second in the Cymru Premier League. TNS start to show their quality and their authority of their defending title campaign. Great header again by Miles Davis. Kroll keeps it inside. Wilson must be wide of the mark. Owen Warlow with a hell of a chance, the substitute. He's predominantly left-footed. I know he could see by the smile on his face. That is again another half chance for Pen-y-bont.
Yeah, you're just waiting for that to roll into the back of the net. You're right, Mark. It's a great header by Miles Davis, by the way, and it just comes across everybody. And he doesn't get the connection the right footer would do on that. Well, you could argue as well he's cold to the game.
Jones, edge of the box again. Oh, still being kept out of the box. It's a wonderful tackle from Cornes, showing he wants his team not to give a goal away. Watch this for the last-ditch tackle. Great save with his feet and a wonderful challenge from Dominic Cornes.
Yeah, the second save is a very, very good one.
Body on the line job. Maybe Jack Bodenham, in fact. Bodenham. Little ball still bobbling around. Tell you what, if Craig Hallison's team have a clean sheet this afternoon after 90 minutes, in a strange way, they've had to work hard to keep the clean sheet, you know. When it goes up to 4-0, Sean, it's not about luck at all. It's about quality. But I'll tell you what, would you agree they've most probably had the same amount of chances each?
Yeah, probably. We could argue that one of them should have stood as a goal. That one from Venables, obviously.
Rifled forward by Danny Davis. It hasn't taken up to Rhys Griffiths having a quiet chat with the fourth official. can be a cruel game. The game we all love. Woodwis. Back to Luke Armstrong. The goal scoring ratio will be lifted again. TNS 2.7 goals a game on average. Jones getting tight on Clark. Craig. Harrison and Rhys Griffiths. Just I don't think it's happy birthday.
Wouldn't like to call that one.
Let's hope the fourth official takes care of it. Offside given.
I think the ref is coming over as well now for just to settle things down.
Yeah, he would have been called over as Isaac Jeffries really enjoying himself. Yellow card for Craig Harrison. Yeah, there's definitely something going on there. I think it's better off left to them too. The fourth official's obviously done his job. It happens. Mark Little has won so many headers in the last third. Warlow. Maguire hooks away. It's not one of those, if you're a Pen-y-bont fan, or if you're home in the house watching this, Sean, it's not one of them games where you could, really have a go at your team, even though you're on the you're 4-0 behind.
I couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more. It's just, TNS have taken the chances when they've fallen for them.
And they're quality players. Oh, Jordan Williams. Is he looking for his hat-trick? Williams! Oh. He gets his hat-trick, Jordan Williams. He is the main man in the Cymru Premier League at the moment. That third goal takes his tally to 11 and makes the score TNS 5, Pen-y-bont 0. Jordan Williams.
Well, initially I thought the keeper had got a really good, strong hand to this, but Jordan Williams cuts in, does what he does usually as a winger. Keeper's very unlucky, but you've got to give credit to Williams. Just that nutmeg sets him up. That's the touch there, and then he's got one thing in his mind. I'm going for that top corner. And doesn't he do well? Fully deserves a hat-trick tonight.
Keeper makes a great effort at keeping it out. I think he's just put just a little bit too much on the ball, firing it in the corner. And Jordan Williams is the happiest man at Park Hall.
There he is.
Craig Lima. He's not looking as happy in that picture as when he scored his hat-trick for Caernarfon against Aberystwyth.
How quickly was it, Mark?
5 minutes overall, I think.
And that still stands as the record?
It still stands as a record, yeah. It's been the official records. I remember he had his 50th birthday a couple of years ago and he was presented with a plaque for the official record of the quickest hat-trick in the Cymru Premier.
Did he come on instead of Rhys Griffiths?
I
hear him.
Yes.
Not sure if that's correct.
Yeah, I think he did. Like I said, maybe Griff's just seen him. Wonderful player, and
he's looking sharp as well.
Well, he was chauffeured up here this afternoon.
Yeah.
The record holder was chauffeured up.
Did he pay his petrol, or?
Not when you
was his conversation that good?
No, not when you've got the hat-trick like that. You get away with a lot. Jordan Williams is the man of the moment.
Probably man of the match as well.
Oh, I don't think there's any doubt with that one, Sean. The fifth goal, if there was any doubt at all, is definitely taking it from the game. Pen-y-bont can be literally shell-shocked here this afternoon. 5 goals behind. Look out for the goals on Sgorio on Monday evening. Danny Redmond gets a knock to the ankle. When you're 5-0 ahead, would that be enough for you, Danny Redmond?
Yeah, he's kind of one of those players you'll cover up in bubble wrap, make sure he's ready for the next game. So important to TNS.
Maguire heads away. Yeah, by the way, Harry Franklin, congratulations if you are listening. What a wonderful hat-trick this afternoon. Maguire.
He's playing well as well, isn't he, Franklin?
They look a good side. I've watched them 2 or 3 times this season. And top 6 again is going to be really difficult. Just getting in there, I think, is everybody's main target. These 2 teams should definitely be in there. I see Caernarfon, Connors, Chemos probably as the top 4. It's a great intervention by Owen Warlow. He has pace as well as a substitute. James Crowe waiting in the middle. Does he take the shot on? He takes the shot on! Wonderful goal! What a goal that is from Owen Warlow. Warlow, in fact, is one of the coaching staff, you know, and often fills in on a substitute bench. But if you're scoring goals like that, wow, brilliant goal by Owen Warlow.
Well, it's a great interception, as you say, Mark, that initiated that run down the left-hand side. Then you think, okay, where's he going? Where's he going to go for the cross? Well, he has one thing on his mind. He's putting his left foot right through that, and there's no chance for the keeper. So high, hits the bar, and in it goes. And you've got to say, Pen-y-bont have deserved at least a goal in this game.
Yeah, he's most probably watched all the first half on the bench as a member of the coaching staff and thought, if I get half a chance, I just had one 5 minutes ago and didn't really take it. I'm going to put my foot through this. TNS 5, Pen-y-bont 1. Goals galore at Park Hall on Sgorio's Saturday special.
That's his first goal for sure in the league for a while, isn't it?
Well, I think it'll be close between the 2. The lob from Jordan Williams and the goal from Owen Warlow. Never mind goal of the month. Goal of the game will be interesting. Are you vying for either of the goals, Sean?
Sorry, what was that, Mark?
Are you vying for what would be your goal of the game so far? That would be fun.
Yeah. Well, it's a kind of a... If you want an individual goal, then certainly that one deserves it.
I still think there's a goal or 2 in this game as well. Clark, corner for TNS. TNS 5, Pen-y-bont 1, 65 minutes on the clock. If it's goals and entertainment you're looking out for, this hasn't been a bad watch at all so far. Corners. Take a short corner. Jones looking to stop the short corner. Robble whips one into the far post. It's tipped over by Armstrong. It's a late great save if you look at it. I don't think he's got his feet right to catch it. He does really well, a youngster, in tipping it over because they can fly in, you know.
Yeah, does well there, just gets his feet.
Excellent.
He works his feet correctly, makes sure that he's in a position, as you say, Mark, just to tip that over the bar.
First against second in the JD Cymru Premier League. 6 goals and only 66 minutes on the clock. Clark. I've watched Corners this afternoon. He drifts into decent areas and gets on. He puts quality balls in. You can see his experience as a youngster. Okay, at Liverpool, he's come through the ranks. But every time he's had the ball, Sean, there's no rush about his passing. He has that bit of quality. Going back years ago, sort of a Liam Brady sort of type.
Yeah, he caught the eye when I saw him playing his first couple of games in Europe this season. And as you say, Mark, he looks comfortable on the ball. seems to have all the time in the world, which, you know, is a standout trait to any player that is of high quality. And I think he gave up possibly signing another contract with Liverpool. He wanted to play football, he wanted to be in the shop window, so to speak, and there's no better place in the Welsh Prem to do that.
No, not at all. Miles Davis, good flick from Miles Davis. Mark Little. Davis carries on bombing down the right wing. Davis, he'll have to be careful he doesn't get a yellow card there. He's tugged him back. He might be really pleased that there was a substitution being made there, Miles, because technically it's a definite yellow.
And I don't know why he did it, actually, because I think the ball would have run out anyway. The ball would have run out before. See the substitution.
Jack Nadin coming on. Isaac Jeffries, on loan from Cardiff City, has had a quality 68 minutes. You could see his ability at skipping past players, and I'm sure he's enjoyed his 68 minutes this afternoon so far. Might have just had to go under the limelight a little bit because of his opposite winger has had an amazing game. Kirkhoff hoofs it forward. Crowell pushing forward. Shepherd gets his touch. Nathan Wood pressing. Woody Wisk gets his header away. Warlow. It's a strong tackle from behind. Game still being played at good pace. Jordan Williams drives inside again. Miles Davis doubled up. Davis back to Ash Baker. Substitute Jake Nadin on the ball. Nadin, edge of the box. It's rifled over by Ryan Brobble. They're taking shots from anywhere now, Sean.
I think he played a good 1-2 there with Brobble. Very intelligent football, just the give and go, and then eventually it lands. Here's the give and go, just plays that 1-2, and then, sorry, that's the pullback for Brobble, I should say.
Sits up well for him.
Yeah, you've seen him in the past score those kind of goals.
Brobble definitely playing in that 10 role this afternoon, which he often enjoys. He very often plays out on the wing, but he's definitely hugged that 10 role today. Jordan Williams, in fact, now looks like he's gone and taken the 9 role.
Yeah.
Maguire. Dan Williams. Dan Williams goal. Ryan Brobble penalty and a Jordan Williams hat-trick. CTNS coasting at 5-1. Nadin. Brobble. Kirkhoff heads away. Jones. Just caught the cameraman out with that one, I think.
It was heading our way, wasn't it? I'm trying to get it now.
He was only about 10 yards from Malcolm Allen, but he's that sharp, Malcolm, that he said he couldn't touch it because he was in an offside position. Inside. Kroll drives forward. Redmond still in the mould of wanting to win every tackle. It's a great attitude when you're 5-1 ahead. Sliding tackle. How do you take this if it stays like this? There's a little bit going on there with Clayton Green and Jordan Williams. Referee is right on the spot here. Unless anybody else intervenes here, I hope the referee just says to him, shape up lads, and just get on with it. It was that type of tackle, it was that type of aggression from the two of them. Well done, ref. No, somebody's having one.
I think he knows that both of them are not on yellows, so he's giving them the punishment. But I think he's used a bit of common sense there. You know, it just spoiled over a bit. and I know he's also conscious of the tension on the touchline as well.
Yeah.
So good refereeing all round there, I think.
Fair enough. Wallow. Really well on the back post. Pen-y-bont, to their credit, still competing. Green has to be careful.
He's going to get booked again.
It's gone to his pocket. No. Yeah, I think Rhys Griffiths might even make a substitution here. He's having a quiet word. I think Mr. Kenny now is just saying to the Pen-y-bont midfielder, now for me that's sensible refereeing. That is sensible refereeing. He's maybe giving him a chance, which
it's not much of a touch.
Didn't do a lot, did he?
I mean, he's put his arm up.
Yeah, well done, referee. He hasn't pulled him over, has he? I think he's going down anyway. There's a little foot left in at the end and a shake of hands. Well done, Dominic Cornes, Clayton Green, and referee Ryan Kenny. Would you be inclined, with big games to come, would you be inclined to leave Clayton on with 15 to go now? I mean, he has the experience to deal with it, and he'll know. I don't think he'll know himself that he can get involved in another one. But you might just
nearly has, Mark.
Yeah.
So, using that analogy, I would, if I was Rhys Griffiths, the game's gone really.
Yeah.
We got quarter of an hour. We got 4 goals to get them back even, highly unlikely. So. Especially with the squad they've got.
Yeah, yeah. Dan Williams. Gaps beginning to appear now. It's just starting to get a little bit scruffy, the game now. Redmond. Oh, it's a great ball from Redmond. Danny Davis is itching to get in the opposition's box. Miles Davis. He has Kroll as a target. Fires it along to Kroll. Kroll's hold-up play was excellent. Green. Kroll gets a free kick.
Yeah, good again by the referee. Just let the play go, but obviously there was a foul in the build-up, so Pen-y-bont lose possession and gives them quite rightly a free kick.
You mentioned the squad there, Sean, which is key. You have to have definitely a 20-man squad at this level now.
Yeah, especially the fact you're going to pick up injuries during the season, suspensions and whatnot. So yeah, you need around there. But
Kroll on the edge, pulls it back across. There's a bright free kick from Miles Davis. Kroll again, put behind from Dan Williams.
It was a good run by Kroll as well. Miles Davis found him, but it was a good peeling run down that channel.
Stands it up to the back post, headed away by Cornes. Green will let it run out of play. Incredibly, Craig Harrison, his record is unbelievable, whether you're the TNS manager or not. 9 titles is incredible, and they look like this would be his 10th. I think it's 21 trophies he's won as a manager. Has to be respected.
Absolutely.
I think the 4 years that he wasn't in charge, they didn't win the league for 2 of them because he was at Connors Quay with Andy Morrison.
Yeah, he was helping out there, yeah.
So to say he knows a lot about the league is a bit of an understatement. Mackay just taking the pace out of the game. Shepherd known he's in no rush. Brobble starting to enjoy himself in that role. He's got a free roll. Mark Little just leaves a little late one on Brobble, and Woody Wiss just leaves one on the substitute. Little gets the yellow for the first one on Brobble. when the scoreline is like this, Sean, the game, that's an interesting one.
Yeah, the Pen-y-bont boys need to be, careful here now.
Definitely.
You know,
you were
the game.
probably correct just a couple of minutes ago when you said to me, you have to be careful. Mark Little with the yellow card.
The game's gone now, so you want to keep 11 players on the pitch and look at the bigger picture in terms of the games that'll be coming up.
Welsh Cup next week. Pen-y-bont go to Britain Ferry. TNS play Mould Alexander.
Big game for Sgorio will be in Bow Street, just up the road from
Bow Street, Sean.
So a nice local one for me next week.
Superb. And who was it Bow Street against?
Flint.
Flint, tremendous.
So Welsh Premier outfit coming to Bow Street for the day.
Two substitutions being made. Well, Ryan Brobble, Jordan Williams and Danny Redmond being brought off.
Scorers.
A trio of quality players there leaving the field. Adrian Chiselvich, Ken Charles and Jordan Marshall coming on, which just shows about quality of squads.
Yeah, and you also take into consideration the players that they've got on loan as well.
Yeah, the likes of
Sean Bradley and Caernarfon.
Bradley, Clark, Josh Locke. Rhys Griffiths just making a substitution. Plate 3 coming off. I think he heard you, Sean. Johan Phillips coming on. Plate 3 is so important to him.
Yeah, he's just used some common sense now, isn't he? He's on a yellow. He's a bit fired up.
Yeah, that's quite a smart move by Rhys Griffiths. The guy. Game almost over, Sean. It's all about added goals now, don't you think?
Yeah.
Either way, if Pen-y-bont were to get one, it's consolation. If TNS to get another 1 or 2, it's just added to their wonderful scoreline, which is at presently 5-1. Clark, is he offside? He hasn't been given. Kirkhoff does well to stand up, and Woodywis does well to come away with the ball. That long ball directly over the centre half has caused problems all afternoon, by the way.
Back in fashion, Matt. You called it.
We talked about it earlier on. It definitely is. I mean, if anybody has enjoyed it so far this season, look to the Premier League and with Haaland. Instead of having to wait for 40 passes to get a bit of the ball, that ball over the top, and this creates...
Yeah, you can see why, can't you? Everybody plays a high line these days, don't they? Yeah, so, any ball over the top, and if you're a clever enough runner just to keep on side, it's not a bad tactic.
Armstrong. Wallow driving forward. Wallow would have wanted a free kick. He gets the free kick. He's done well.
He has done very well.
He's done very well, Owen Wallow. Miles Davis gave Kirkhoff a stand over the ball. Is Kirkhoff in the type of mood to think 5-1 down, 9 minutes to go, shall I or shan't I?
100% he's going for this one.
I would like to see him have a go from here. Young Kirkhoff. Go ahead, Jacob, make a name for yourself. Straight at the wall, it's a great wall. Danny Davis, strong wall. Jones. Kirkhoff. It's a great ball in. Headed away by Bodenham. Wallow. Handball given against Wallow.
He was going to bundle his way through again, and he into a similar position where he took his goal. Must have just bobbled up. He's arguing. The ball hit his hand rather than the other way round.
Top scorers in the league so far this season: Noah Daly, Ben Wilson, Adam Davis. It's Jordan Williams racing into the lead with 11 goals. Maguire. Maguire and Bodenham centrally in the back four have looked pretty comfortable this afternoon, Sean.
Yeah, they have.
And great to see Chiselvich on the pitch, Adrian Chiselvich. Grovel and Chiselvich. Well, how far back have these two been playing on the wing for TNS? Edge of the box, Bournes. Slide rule pass. Chiselvich. Great block from Gabriel Kirchhoff. Nadin. Nadin on the edge of the box. Can he get a shot? If he does get the shot off, Warlow looking to steal it. Tired legs out there now in the Pen-y-bont defence. Still 10 minutes to go. Well, there's 7 minutes to go, but as per usual, substitutions and fouls and the like will most probably take it up to 10 more minutes at least. But Rhys Griffiths and Pen-y-bont, Sean, they won't be the first, they won't be the last to travel to Park Hall. Oh, I just took a bit of time there to wonder, shall I give him the half second or not to take a touch? I did give him a half second to take a touch, and may I say, what a wonderful finish. Wonderful finish from the young substitute, Jack Nedin. Makes it TNS 6, Pen-y-bont 1.
You're going to have to add that to the list of goals. Who are you picking tonight, Mark? I don't know, but what a touch that was by Nadine, just to set himself up, and then he hammers it to the top of the net. It's a good pullback. This is the touch. Just lets it run across his body, sets himself up, and oh, it's right in the corner. It doesn't get much better than that.
You're not saving him. You are not getting nowhere near.
Oh.
He has absolutely rifled that.
I think he's just one goal of the match. That is top bins, as they say.
Don't think I can disagree with you. That goes in from 30 yards out, I think. Rhys Griffiths will obviously be anguished by the scoreline. TNS 6, Pen-y-bont 1. He has to go again, as he has done since he's been at Pen-y-bont. They've been on the up and up. Second prize, I think, like I said earlier on, is almost like winning a league when you finish behind a quality outfit like TNS.
And just that goal by Nadine, you know, you're talking about, you know, players coming off the bench. You're looking for players to make an impact, because you're competing for places in TNS. You know, he comes off the bench and produces a worldie like that. Puts the question mark in the manager's mind.
Yeah. Can I use him again? And can I use him regularly? They're really enjoying it now, and the clock can't come quick enough for Pen-y-bont. It's 86 minutes on the clock in the JD Cymru Premier League. The league leaders, TNS, firmly rooted to the top spot after this result. TNS 6, Pen-y-bont 1. And when you, like I said, when you bring in substitutes on of quality, and they're playing against a team who have really worked hard all afternoon, quality shows in the end. I think Mark Little's performed, you know, he's done really well, Mark Little. You know, he's the veteran, he's 37 years of age, he's the ex-professional with hundreds of league games behind him, but he showed the attitude. Even if you are, you know, on the day taking a hiding, shall we say, he still showed that you've got to keep going, you've got to keep plugging on for your shirt.
Yeah, attitude. You know, somebody who's played at a very high standard.
Yeah.
You know, and as you say, Mark, they're having a bit of a hammering here tonight, but he just doesn't give up. Changes on the way.
Jack Florence, another youngster being brought through by TNS. Danny Davis going off for TNS. Harvey Godsmack Ford coming on.
Good name, Lana.
Film star name. Danny Davis. There's a line of players there that have been brought off. Absolute quality. Mark Little comes off for Jack Florence. There have been games and games and games over the years when teams have come to Park Hall and there have been long journeys back, Sean. This, unfortunately, for the lads in blue is going to be a long journey back.
Yeah. But, you know, we spoke about the tactics in terms of Rhys Griffiths setting up a very similar approach to what TNS play and trying to go toe-to-toe against them, basically.
And boy,
the first half,
didn't
they were unlucky to be 3-0 down.
Yeah, definitely. Jones, Kirkhoff,
everything, isn't he?
He's won everything in the box, in the opposition box, definitely.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's a great target, and he's won all his headers. Once again, Sean, I don't think it's the type of result you see on your phone and say, oh, that has been an absolute one-sided game. Maybe in the last 15 to 20 minutes, but definitely not in the first hour. It was a competitive game. TNS just showed their qualities in key areas.
Yeah, especially the first half. You know, we've spoken about it quite a bit. The fact that they went 3-0 up, and you know, it wasn't one-way traffic by no means, you know, one-way traffic. So
I don't see the chairman here this afternoon, Mike Harris, but I'm sure he's watching somewhere in the world, and he'll be enjoying this one, no doubt. Williams, Maguire to Bodenham. Dan Redmond's it's a dark the wind it is here, Sean. The wind it is here, them just in this vantage point we are at the moment. How about that for a five-a-side team then? You want to man of the match? I think that's one of the easiest ones Malcolm will ever have to pick.
Man of the match. Fully deserves it as well.
Yeah, definitely. +2. I think that could just be a clever move as well from the fourth official and the referee. The game's over. It's TNS 6, Pen-y-bont 1. 2 minutes added on is plenty. They go clear at the top, and let's be honest, Sean, it is mid-October. The league, we hope, is not going to, you know, they shan't win it by 20-odd points, because I'm sure the teams below, like Pen-y-bont, have that fighting ability, have the quality to win more games. Let's don't forget that Pen-y-bont defeated them last year. But it'll take a real miracle for them not to win it on this sort of form.
Yeah, and with the squad they've got, I think they'll probably outgun everybody.
Yeah.
As you say, Harrison, he'll pick up his 10th trophy, very, very likely. A lot of football you've played, obviously, but the way things are going.
Nathan Wood, wonderful cross to the back post. Kroll, Wallow. Oh, great strike, wonderful finish. We've had some smart goals on the day, and James Kroll just shows. It's knocked up. The assist is from the substitute, but his first touch is wonderful. His second touch is wonderful.
I thought Waller was going to smash this one again, but he does the right thing. Just plays it back into Kroll. It's a good first touch, as you say, Mark, and then the second one is quick. It takes the goalkeeper off by guard. He doesn't think he's going to take it so quickly. It's a touch and a hit.
That's great. A quality finish, by the way. Great finish from James Kroll. It's the 8th goal of the game. Might not even get goal of the game, but it's from a personal point of view, it's a wonderful goal. Unfortunately, it's not enough for Pen-y-bont. It's only a consolation. The final score is TNS 6, Pen-y-bont 2. It's been a goal bonanza at Park Hall. Sean, your final thoughts on the game?
Oh, I've got to give credit to Pen-y-bont. TNS obviously deserved winners in the end, but I've got to give credit to Pen-y-bont in the way they set up for the first half. So spoke about the goals, maybe against the flow of play, but champions are champions for one reason, and that's for putting the ball in the back of the net.
And perhaps we may have a word again for man of the match, Jordan Williams, who has shown wonderful ability, and congratulations Jordan Williams on a wonderful hat-trick. Final score from Park Hall: TNS 6, Pen-y-bont 2.
Wel, dwi'n cael cwmni rheolwr y Seintiau Newydd. Craig, is saying thanks for joining us. Must be pleased. Big win against your big rivals as well. How satisfying was that?
Yeah, it was. No, it's always a tough game against Pen-y-bont. We know that. We've got some good players, and and it's a tough game. It has been over the last 2-3 years. So yeah, really pleased with the performance, apart from the 2 goals, obviously.
Jordan Williams, he's flying at the minute. Just checking the scores. 11 league goals now. The league's top scorer. What's he doing? Well,
yeah, he's had a bit of a change of position. He's obviously played out on the left, on the right a lot. He still gets 10, 11 goals a season, but he's played a bit more central now, and he's what the great thing about Jordan is that he works his socks off and he gets what he deserves.
Recent run, again, I'm checking the stats for you. 8 straight wins. There's a cup win in there as well. You've scored 36 in that run. It must be very satisfying.
Yeah, really satisfying. We'll give away a couple of cheap goals along the way, though, which taints it a little bit. I was really bitterly disappointed on Tuesday night, giving a goal away, and I'm doubly disappointed tonight. So yeah, it's I don't want it to overshadow how good we were today, but I'm fuming, to say the least.
6 points clear as well after that win. The opening day defeat, it feels a long way away right now.
Yeah, it does. I referred to it before the game, and we've learned a lot from them. We've come a long way from there, and players have responded fantastically. You look at it, and obviously we had a couple of draws along the way there, but I believe it's 13 or 14 games undefeated now, with 1 defeat in that, and the players have got to take full responsibility for that. They've been fantastic. They've got to have all the plaudits. It's them that go out on the pitch, and we were hurt after Britain Ferry, we were hurt after the European campaign, so the boys have reacted fantastically well, and they deserve all the pats on the back, but we're 12, 13 games into the season. There's a long way to go. We'll make sure there's no complacency creeps in, and we'll keep our foot on the pedal.
Top result tonight. Thanks
Thank
for your
you
time,
very
Craig.
much.
Really appreciate it. Craig Harrison, gyda ni wrth i ni edrych ar y canlyniadau. Edrychwch ar y golen a penwythnos y hat-tricks fel o'n i'n clywed Harry Franklin di taro tair i'r Met. Craig Harrison yn diolch I bawb fan hyn ar ôl yr cyfweliadau chwarae teg na fe. Na'r canlyniadau pnawn ma, tipyn o ganlyniadau a tipyn o sgôr o ran y Seintiau Newydd. A mae Rhys Griffiths yn ymuno â ni. Rhys, thanks for your time. Tough night. Tough one to take as well tonight?
I thought it was a lesson really in finishing, to be honest with you. We could have been 1-0 up after 30 seconds or whatever it was, a minute or so. We obviously did hit the net to make it 1-0, whether that was onside or not, I don't know. It looked tight. But I thought we had enough chances today to score 5 or 6. They had enough to score 10 and they put 6 away. But I think 6-2 is harsh on us, to be honest with you. But they were so clinical.
Any complaints? You've mentioned the offside penalty as well. I know you'll have to watch them back, but gut instinct?
Honestly, my gut instinct is it's a type of pen we wouldn't get. So there's no way we'd get that pen. And I don't know whether it's a TNS thing, but it's definitely a Pen-y-bont thing. So that's really frustrating. Whether it was a pen, I couldn't tell you. I was a little bit unsighted, but we don't get them.
You've been on such a good run. How hard is it to even get close to them? They're full-time. I don't want to make excuses, but just give us an example or a feeling. How hard is it to compete against a team like that, especially you've had 3 games in a week?
Yeah, well, you're constantly problem-solving, and I think we have solved problems, which is why we beat them twice last year. Now they've analysed that, and they've come up with a solution to affect us. And we're going to have to go back to the drawing board and think again, because what we were doing, which was working against them, hasn't worked so far this year. Having said that, like I say, if we score we had the better chances in the first 15-20 minutes. If we scored 2 of them, it's a totally different game. Just like when we were at home, we were 1-1. We scored a legitimate goal to go 1-1, and it was disallowed. That one was wrong, and then they scored 2 minutes later to go 2-0. So
they certainly know how to punish you. Owen Wallow, what a goal! Is he the answer for the rest of the season?
Oh, look, he's been a superb player. He finished too early. I think he finished the first time round, about 31, 32 years of age. He's come back now because we've got injuries. He's in. He's a superb player. So you never know, he might play again.
Why not? Rhys, thanks very much for your time. Really appreciate it.
Cheers.
Tough night tonight for Pen-y-bont. Rhys Griffiths gyda ni fan hyn. Ar neu ar y parc. Dyma'r tabl I chi, jyst I ddangos le ni arni ar hyn o bryd. 10 gêm ar 10, anlwcus I rai, fel maen nhw'n gweud. Anlwcus I Pen-y-bont heno. Oedd I yn teimlo'n greulon yn dod I. Y dechrau dan ar cyfleoedd, gol yn cam sefyll hefyd, 6 pwynt o bwlch. A mae Jordan Williams yn ymuno Danny. Jordan, just looking at the table there, it's looking very nice for TNS right now. 6 points clear, 6 goals tonight. Happy with the game?
Yeah, well, other than the goals conceded, it went exactly how we wanted, really, yeah.
Your manager's mentioned those goals conceded. He's seeking perfection right now.
Well, that's what we do at TNS, but goals are sloppy, but we took care of it the other end.
Hat-trick hero, what about your performance tonight?
It's a good finishes, to be fair, yeah. To be fair, I just run around like a headless chicken sometimes, and then it pays off. I get me just rewards.
Understanding it's your 100th appearance in the league as well, apparently, and 58 goals. That's some record. You must be delighted.
I've just been told now, so it's not a bad way to mark my 100th appearance, is it?
I was just being told as well right now. He's only got, well, not only, he got 10 goals last season. You've passed that already this season. What's changed?
Not much, really. I think I'm playing a bit more advanced this year, but just enjoying my football, really, feeling fitter, and it's paying off. Yeah, just enjoying it as I get older.
Yeah, I was going to ask, manager's mentioned you're playing a different role. Is it easy to adapt as you get older?
It's probably my more preferable position, but just play where I'm told, and yeah, I'm enjoying it, so I can't really complain.
And the team as well, you're on a superb run. Mention it to the manager. There was a lot of talk after the opening weekend, the defeat. That feels like a long way away right now.
Yeah, it's a long way. We've reacted really well to that. We've had a couple of draws which I thought we should have won. We've got a good team here, and we've just got to keep pushing, and now hopefully make that gap even bigger.
Brilliant, Jordan. Thanks very much for your time.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it. Congratulations with the goals today. Dyna ni felly, y seintiau newydd yn dathlu ar ôl buddugoliaeth Lemon Pen-y-bont. Tipyn o ganlyniad hefyd. Edrychwch beth sydd I ddod. Gwledd o gemau ryngwladol I ddod. Tîm Dain ar Hugain nos Fawrth. Nos Lun, Cymru, Gwlad Belg yn gyfartal neithwr yn sydyn. Mae'r drws na di agor. Dim y drws cefn, y drws ffrant fel wedi dod Malcolm Allen. Ennill y gemau? Ni anghopon y byd mor syml hynny. Mae byth mor syml hynny. Diolch yn fawr iawn am eich cwmni chi. Sgorio gyda chi ar bob lefel o'r gêm yng Nghymru. Welwn I chi cyn bo hir. Wrth i'r seintiau newydd ddathlu buddugoliaeth arall. Hanner dwsin hyfryd. Maen nhw'n glir ar y brig hefyd. Hwyl fawr I chi.